Mr. Clean is a machine, mean sex machine. That really rhymes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to Let's Talk, Mr. Clean Saturday night live stream. Mike smells. I like that. I like the SNL thing. I think we need to use that for Saturday night streams. SNL, Saturday night live streams for sure. Um, hey, thanks for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Glad you made it. And if you've been here before,
every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
there you go. Let's I do have a handful of guests that are looking at being here tonight with us, including potentially a special first-timer guest. But none of my guests are here right now. And you guys know, if you've been paying attention, you know what I don't like. I don't like talking to myself here, but let's try to do that for a little bit until someone shows up. Let's see what's going on in the chat and say hi to people. Hey, Magnosis. Glad you're here. You're freaking awesome. Anuj. Always. Dwayne, of course. And your good buddy, Boz. Hey, Boz, how do you like how I use your little clip there in my opening? I hope you like it. I do. Carl is back. I think Carl used to be around, and I haven't seen Carl for a while. I don't know where you've been, Carl. Or am I imagining that? Anyway, welcome. Again, Mike from I Smells. I think I will just call you Mike Smells. That seems to make more sense. So, good to see you here. What do we have going on? The cleanest Anuj. Oh, look, I have these. I can put comments on. That's right. Anuj says I'm the cleanest dude in all of Fricom. I am, at least what you know. I am probably in a few ways, and literally at this very second, I probably am, because I got out of the shower about 15 minutes before I sat down here, so I'm pretty motherfucking clean. Fragrance Dude is here. Welcome, Fragrance Dude. Good to see you. Oh, Boz says he didn't see a clip. So you know what that means. I have to play that again. Here you go, Boz. Turn the volume up.
Mr. Clean is a machine, mean sex machine. That really rhymes. Yeah.
Okay, Boz. What do you think? I used that without your permission, but I hope it's okay. There. Yeah, not the only guy Kevin pissed off. Oh, wait. Somebody talking about getting pissed off by Kevin? Okay, Boz says that was great. But before that, you're not the only guy Kevin pissed off recently. He stood me up today. Uh-oh. Who else was getting pissed off by Kevin there? Oh, Yara's here. Hey, Yara. Yara and I have the same birthday. We both had birthdays a few days ago. So, hey, belated happy birthday to you, Yara. And I am wearing my my scent of the day, by the way, is a part of a birthday gift. I'll talk about it in a second when I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to talk about. Dwayne, you know it. Boz knows it. So let's see. Oh, wait. Mike, super late on this one. Just picked up Pasha de Cartier Parfum. Some really good juice. If that's the one I'm thinking of that I recently smelled, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm not crazy about it. To me, it's provided I get some of these mixed up. I think it's the perfume. To me, it's kind of an ethyl maltol and amberwood bomb, unlike the other Pashas that are better, in my opinion. In my IMHO, in my humble opinion. So we have competing humble opinions here. Hey, Real Deal in the house. Welcome. Boz's scent of the night is the simple but good Sportivo by Tonioni Lamborghini. How's my Italian? Lamborghini. Luigi. Dushan, have you given your scent of the day yet? Because let me guess. If you have, I haven't seen it. It's usually Sheeper Palitan or Diaghilev. I bet you're wearing Diaghilev tonight. Let's see. What are you wearing, Dushan? What do we have? Wow, we have 36 people here already. Oh, awesome. We have a guest. We have our first guest. Before I bring him in, wait, Mike says, I'd wear Pasha de Cartier Parfum in the same situations. So we Costume National EDP, another good one. Oh, I am wrong on Dushan's scent of the day. It's neither Sheeper Palitan nor Diaghilev. Or wait, I said it is of the two, it's probably Diaghilev. So is it actually the other? Is it Sheeper Palitan? All right, let us know what it is. And I'm going to bring in our first guest. He's been with the stream since the beginning, but he missed last week, and he's back tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from Kelly's Groom Room, Dave.
Hey, hello. How are you?
All righty, man. How's it going?
Awesome. Can't complain. Chat, how we doing tonight? Looks like we have some awesome scent of the days / scent of the nights going on over here. Nice.
Sean is wearing, like, I'm not even sure I want to try to pronounce this one. Dave, do you want to give a shot at what Dushan is wearing tonight?
Yeah, let me.
Wait,
where
let me
are we
pull
at?
it. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can put it on the screen there.
Raskaya Koza.
Skaya Koza from what is that house? Berdois? You got me on this. Dushan is fancy, and I honestly don't know this one. It's probably too fancy for me.
I was actually Dushan and I. We were Koza. We're chatting it up a few days ago. Nice guy, really good dude. Like that guy. Yeah. Did you give your scent of the day, Mr. Clean?
I didn't. I was going to get to it in a moment. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
So, Margie Noir sent me for my birthday, a birthday gift. My birthday was Tuesday. Many of you were there Tuesday night when I streamed, so you know.
Ooh.
She sent me 2 perfumes. They came separately. I just got the second one today, but I just want to give you a reminder of the first one because these are kind of like 2 sides of a coin in a way.
Okay.
In a way, I mean, only in that they're opposite. I mean, they're not similar on they're not similar because they share the coin. They're actually like polar opposites. To me, is sort of what I mean. You've got like your dark and your light, your dirty and your clean. So I talked about this one on Tuesday night on my birthday stream. Gucci Guilty Absolute.
I love that. Love that. It's so good.
Is the dark, dirty one she sent me, right? This is really intense. Love it. This is phenomenal. Like I have said about this one, it's sort of like if you're in an old wooden garage that's been standing for like 80 years and where the wood is kind of exposed and old and maybe a little moldy inside. And
Yep.
there's been maybe an old oil and gas spill in the garage, and you walk in with your leather jacket. That's sort of like Gucci Guilty Absolute, right? Dark and dirty.
Yes.
So
Shout out to Anuj, Boz, Mikey from I Smell, Yoshi, great people here.
yes,
Gucci
Yoshi's
Guilty,
good. Yes.
Gucci
So-
Guilty Absolute.
Yeah.
I got that at a steal from
Oh.
my main man, Joe Anthony. Steal,
Cool.
ridiculous. So
Cool.
yeah, you get you do get the petro like oil kind
Yeah,
of.
I do. And it's sort of the more it's on me. Like first blast, not necessarily. After it's on for half hour and longer into a
Yeah.
couple hours, that it starts to dry down into sort of a petrol, like a gas stain in the distance kind of.
Yes, you get the leather.
Yeah.
You get the leather too. So it's
Yes.
almost like it almost reminds me, or at least, conjures up the idea of getting ready to, maybe polish your leather jacket or something like that. The way that because the oil,
Yeah.
that oil kind of is more like, it comes off more like a buttery kind of oil, like the texture, like a texture like melted butter. And I kind of get that smell. The oil smell comes off sort of buttery, like a leather conditioner. I love it. It's so good. It's such an interesting perfume, and it's a shame that things like that. Well, I do have some modern, newer releases that are actually pretty great that I think are worth getting your noses on. But it's a shame for the most part things like that aren't being released nowadays.
Yeah, totally. It is definitely very unique for a designer kind of mass market one, and we're all glad it's there for it. So that is not my scent of the day, but that was the first half of my birthday gift. The second half arrived today, and that is what I'm wearing. I'm covered in it,
Oh,
and this is the like I said, polar opposite.
okay.
This is the Fresh and Clean, and so
Oh, Mugler.
the Mugler cologne.
Yeah.
The current modern one. So it's
Sure.
come together. This is the come together.
Come together. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that's what they're calling it now. Hey, so how do you like that? Because I've heard mixed things. So let me hear your take because I'm not familiar.
I
Sell me.
like it very much. It's a very it's a very clean green citrus. So when you look at, so what I get is, before it lists 2 notes, and I'll come back to that. And what I got before I went and looked at what the notes are listed as is a clean, skin musky, citrus, soapy, slightly green. It reminded me at first. So I actually did a comparison earlier, hand to hand. First blast for the first, the Mugler one. This is pretty, I'd say, linear.
Okay.
And nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes people complain about linear scents, like it's cheaper or too simple. But sometimes I want to know that what I spray on is exactly what I'm going to smell like later. So nothing wrong with linear scents as far as I'm concerned. But its profile smells like the first 15 minutes of Acqua di Parma Colonia Assoluta.
Assoluta.
Which is discontinued.
Mhm.
But the opening blast of the Acqua di Parma smells like the Mugler does the whole time. This changes and morphs, and those top notes go down, and it comes off a little woodier and a little earthier. The longer it's on you, the little bit of oak moss comes out. But the Mugler stays at this clean green citrus. Now, the notes listed are petitgrain and white musk, and that's all they list. And before I went and looked at it, I was thinking, citrusy green. Well, duh, when I looked like Petitgrain, that makes total sense. I get it. Certainly there's more in it. But this is a Alberto Marias concoction. And all he's listing is the Petitgrain and white musk. So it comes off, some people have compared it to a fancy soap.
I've heard that, yeah.
But if anybody's familiar with Acqua di Parma and has ever smelled almost any of their colonias, specifically the Colonia Assoluta, the opening glass, the first several minutes of it, I think does sort of what this does, but the Mugler does it, I think it's a little simpler, and it does it elongated. It stays that same profile, unlike the Acqua di Parmas that do change a little bit. So, and I want your thoughts and your opinions and your side of the day, but we do have another guest. And speaking of the person who sent me this Mugler, here she is. It's Margie Noir.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey. Hola. ¿Qué pasa?
Nothing
No?
much. Just hanging out with. I didn't know where to go after that. You lost me.
I know. I know very little Spanish, but I try all the time.
I even know less.
When somebody drops like a Spanish phrase to me, I sometimes hesitate in answer because I'm like, wait, do I know how to reply in Spanish? So
I should know Spanish by now. I have no excuse, but
yeah, living in Southern
sorry.
California.
It would be nice to know, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. So how are you guys doing? Great.
Well, did you just hear me talk about the Mugler?
Swell or sweltering in the heat?
I was sweltering a couple days ago. It was really bad. Today we're not.
Really?
It's finally cooled down.
How about you? Has it been hot for you, Dave, where you're at?
I don't know about hot. I would say warm and sticky. It's
What
very
area?
humid. I'm
Where are
in
you?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just been humid and sticky here. But the prior to today, the previous 2 days, it rained quite a bit here, so it was pretty cool. And our mornings are even starting to cool down. So the transition is in effect.
It's been
We'll be-
super. Oh, thank you, real deal.
Transitioning
we
from
had-
summer to autumn pretty soon here.
We had 200-degree days here back to back.
200 degrees?
2 days that were 100
I'm
degrees.
kidding.
My central air couldn't even keep up. I had it set to like 70 degrees, and it was 84 degrees in my house. It
Ooh.
Dang.
just
It was hot
couldn't
in there.
couldn't beat what the heat was doing to my
Miserable.
house. So yeah,
I
it was.
think people get in bad moods when it's too hot.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to get anything done. I pretty much had the second day of 100 degrees was pretty much a wasted day for me. I just really couldn't function in my house.
Yeah, it's really hot here today. Anyways, enough about the weather. I heard you talking about perfume. OG cologne, yes. I
Yeah.
agree. I love
Here's what I want to know from people, because I never smelled the OG, the original one. Who out here has both the original and the current come together, and how would you describe the difference between them?
Yeah.
Anybody know? And Dave, are you familiar with either version of?
I'm not. I am not. I've only heard about them, but I'm not familiar with either one. That's why I was asking you what your thoughts were on the new version, because there's no way
Let me
I'm spending hundreds of dollars on a freshie, on a vintage
No.
freshie. That's not going to happen.
That's why I didn't do it. So when I first got into perfume, that was one of the that was like one of the first men's perfume that I was like, oh my God, because it smelled like soap to me, and it smelled like I want to smell soap on a man's skin. So I loved it right away. And at the time, I was able to get the Terry Mugler version on FragranceNet. But I gave that bottle away to some very lucky person that has it now. And I've always wanted to smell Come Together, Dave, but I haven't smelled Come Together. So I was going to buy it for myself. And I was like, oh, Mr. Clean's birthday is coming up. So I thought I would, send it to him to see what he thought. So
she'll get a decant now.
So you haven't tried, both. So it's hard
Right.
to say, one versus the other. I'm hoping, but anyways, he's going to send me a decant so I could try to see what I remember.
I would be willing to bet that the differences are probably not all that different.
That's what I'm guessing.
That's my
why-
feeling.
Yeah.
And that's just a guess. I don't know, but I would think that.
I think so. The
Oh.
difference-
Magnos says the new formulations have been
A
diluted
bit.
a bit. No surprise. The OG was quite powerful for a
Yeah, I
freshie.
love the OG. But
So
I'm not
I
sure
was looking
that
at the
for
Fragrantica reviews on this, and people were saying, no
Well, that's your
surprise,
first-
it only lasts 10 minutes on my skin, and blah,
Yeah.
blah, that sort of stuff.
That's
Well, I was wearing this for about 2 hours before I jumped in the shower. I just sprayed it on again, so now it's fresh. But I smelled it on myself for those 2 full hours. It didn't disappear at all. So I don't know what they're talking about.
well, Fragrantica is like the last resource on earth that I go to for anything. There is very few and far between are the great reviews on Fragrantica. There are some, but you really have to sift through the bullshit to find them. Sometimes
For
it could be
sure.
rather taxing. That's why it's
Thank you, Rachel.
great. It's great to know people like JJ and Rachel and many other people that have knowledge on and Anuj too, Anuj, on different fragrances.
It's
Um,
funny. I'd say about one of every 5 or 6 things I look up on Fragrantica, I'll see a review by JJ on it.
Mhm.
I did see
I-
a review on this one from him. I think
What's
I
that?
was looking earlier. I don't think he reviewed this one.
Well, yeah, I didn't see it. If it's there, I didn't see it. But I bump into JJ's reviews on there quite a bit.
Yeah, same here. I actually look for JJ's reviews. I'm like, has JJ reviewed this? Because at least, it helps that I understand what he likes and how he describes things. You know what I mean? It's helpful if you're like following someone and you know how they describe things. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great
Yes.
writer. I agree.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his writing. Now there is one thing that Fragrantica added that's pretty well. I find it to be helpful in certain circumstances. There is I can't find it on this fragrance that I pulled up, but they have like this recommendation thing that they started doing, and it just allows you to vote. Like it'll say like aromatic and spicy, and you'll see like 25 people will agree, and you'll have like 3 dislikes. So then you know that the 3 people that disliked it are probably not people you want to pay attention to. So
Yeah.
like they're starting to do things like that.
I didn't see I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look for that.
Yeah, it's not every fragrance though that has that, but I really like that feature. I think that is Fragrantica's way of realizing that people just go on here and write some stuff. I mean, you see how many people write reviews on fragrances that aren't even released yet.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
You know what really bugs me too is the person that every time I look at reviews on any frag, there's not just one and usually not just 2, but usually a few people saying, oh, I just sprayed it. I'm giving you my first response. This is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, don't fucking give me a review when you just fucking sprayed it. Come on.
Well, it depends who you are, though, because some people can do first impressions, like pretty valid first impressions. Like Rich Mitch, his first impressions are pretty damn good.
Yeah,
And he
but
may change his mind later. He may change his mind, or you know.
but
but
you're
at least
writing, and then it's up there. You're writing. You're putting a review up. It doesn't matter if you change your mind. Like, why? Sometimes people go
I
in there
know.
and edit, but why not wait until you've got a more well-formed
I
opinion from
understand. I understand.
experience?
But
It's-
at least they're
it's-
saying. At least they're saying this is my first impression. And some people do follow-up reviews to that. You know what I mean? They'll do a follow, like they'll say, "Oh,
Yeah.
you know."
I'll see. They'll say edit. It'll say an edit, and then there'll be something added. I've seen people add like 2 or 3 times on their review.
Well, you
So-
know why that's a thing, right? Why first impressions are a thing? A lot of first impressions you see are done mainly on new releases. And the reason for that is there's 30 million fragrance reviewers now, and everyone has to race to get to the
So
first, so they can trigger the algorithm. That's what
get
it is.
And I totally get that for recorded videos on YouTube. I don't get it on Fragrantica. There's no reason to like give a first impression on.
Oh yeah,
Fragrantica.
that's not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I totally get it on YouTube.
Yeah, I thought my fault. I thought when we were talking about first impression, I thought we were talking about YouTube. My mistake. My error.
Well, initially it was Fragrantica, but then when Margie then was
Hey,
like,
Dave,
"Oh, Rich Mitch
Dave-
gives great first impressions."
Dave, what do you look to besides Fragrantica for reviews? Like site-wise, like Base Notes? Do you do any of that, or like, are you looking at other websites for reviews besides Fragrantica, or
Instagram.
really?
Instagram is one of my favorite. Is one of my favorite sources for fragrance reviews. I've
Parfumo.
became friends with so many great people on Instagram that can write, but also some of the people that I follow, they do like the story, like how JJ does, but then they'll do a description of the scent itself. So if you can't understand this, this is how I perceive it. If you
Yes.
can't understand the story, you'll at least get the fragrance portion of it. So
that's
that's
interesting.
good too.
You know what's funny? When I'm on Instagram, I think I have ADHD because I'm on Instagram and my first instinct, and for some reason I can't sit there and like read a long review. I don't know. It's like that format. I'm just like going through quickly, but people are recommending Parfumo. That might be-
YouTube is still my number one though. YouTube
Oh,
will
yeah.
always be my
Same
number
here.
one.
Same here.
YouTube will always be my number one source for fragrance. But there's many different YouTubers that I go out and watch. But the funny thing is things that I've been buying lately or have interest in lately aren't new releases. I did pick up a few new releases since Macy's is having their 15% off sale. But I've started to dive into things that I've always wanted to dive into, but was distracted by other things. So I mean, like the zoo, like the zoo.
Yeah,
This.
that's
It's
a little
so good.
gem. That's a gem. And
Oh
that's
my
I think it's
god.
tricky with. It's funny because it's tricky with like niche, modern niche, or like, like houses like the zoo, to really like find one that you really love. But that is a good one. That's a little gem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but the
Zoo
problem-
NYC and Darren Allen are definitely two indie houses. Indie artisanal, like what's the right word here?
Oh no, indie niche is fine, and there's a lot of small brands, indie niche brands that are so worth discovering. There's people that there's something for everybody to dive into, because you have people that are giving us some vintage sort of sense, and then you have people that are doing modern style. So I mean, there really is something for everybody, and it's just a shame that it just seems like, to me, people demand to hear something different, whether it be YouTube or Instagram, and then you give somebody something different, and then they want to hear about something that they're familiar with. But to me, the whole, thing about fragrance, at least from what I believe, the way I believe it, is fragrance is worth being discovered. Now, brands like Dior and Chanel and Raja, they're all Raja, they're all great, but there's so many other like hidden gem brands that not many people talk about that are so worth discovering. And it all, it depends on your personal taste. I think if you're into vintage fragrances, Darren Allen is the best place to start because he's great. Andy Towers
he really does do a phenomenal job of creating these new fragrances that smell and feel like
amazing. But they're amazing. There's a few from him that are full bottle worthy for me, but I think all of his, I have everything that he's done in sample form at least, and then a few travel atomizers. His stuff is fantastic. Everything that he's done so far has been amazing.
Now
amazing.
You like Dorian's Fougere, right?
I love that fragrance. Love it. It's amazing. I love the
Awesome.
not only the first thing what I look for in a first impression is quality. That's what I want to smell. I want to smell the quality. I want to see like there's certain things that I try to pick out and pick on. He makes it very difficult because of the quality of the blending, quality of ingredients. There's never any sharp edges. There's never anything rough, metallic. His work is extremely smooth, palatable, easy on the nose. Now there are things that I prefer over others, sure, but I think his creations are they're a work of art. They really are.
I agree.
He does some he does some masterful work. Sheeper number 1 and Dorian's Fougere, I think, are the two best from his line. At least for me and my taste, those two are my two favorites.
This is Dorian's Fougere right here. Mr. Clean didn't like it. He said
it doesn't work
I
for
sent this to
me.
him, and he didn't like it.
I get it. I get it.
There is a note in there, and I forget which it is. I certainly don't have the note listing in front of me, but I feel like the core part of the perfume is something I would love. I recognize something great in there, but there's this one note that just kills it for me.
It's beautiful.
You know what? You know what was tough for me to tolerate at first was the spike lavender. Comes off very soapy, and I know in the end it's a Fougere, right? So
yeah.
But with those that kind of the dark floral mixed with the incensey sort of smoke in there, and then the green elements, that spike lavender like really was popping. And I was like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm going to like this. That was at first spray, right? But then once it dried down and it fully settled, it was a love. It was a love for me.
Margie, I think the note that I'm not crazy for that ruins it for me is one that you have there that he sent as a sample.
Not the hay note.
No, not the hay. No.
Oh, okay.
It's I want to say it has Angelica and something else, and I'm thinking it's not Angelica. It's the other, like without pulling it up. Anyway, I think you have the single note of it in your samples from there.
I'm looking. This is so complex. Like, okay, I agree with you completely about the lavender because lavender to me, if it's too prominent, it immediately goes male. Like I think of male, like a man, right? Like for some reason, I have that association. So when I first smelled this, I was like, oh no, this is too masculine for me. What is that?
This is Ralph's Club Elixir. I'll touch on this in a little bit.
I have not. I've not tried any of the Ralph's Clubs.
It's full bottle worthy for me. I'll just say that for now. I'll touch on it after Margie's done. if Mr. Clean says
You know
it's
what?
okay.
Has in the base notes of this, he has Mysore sandalwood listed in the base notes of Dorian's Fougere.
There's quite a dose of Mysore in there.
And Saffron Absolute, which is interesting because I didn't get. That's the thing about his work. It's like so well blended. You can't even like pick things out, right? It's just so well blended.
Also, Mysore sandalwood is extremely. It's not rare, but it's extremely difficult to get.
Yeah.
And it's extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you get vintage from this? Do you get like older man from this? Because you're young, so I'm just curious.
No, I get a combination. I get modern and vintage from that. That opening to me reminds me a little bit of Shipra #1. And when I talked to Darren about that, he said that it is a distant cousin, or can be. So now I'm paraphrasing, or it can be a distant cousin to Shipra #1. That opening and the floral, because the florals come off dark, and I have that same experience with Shipra #1. That's why I think I make that connection. The funny thing about Shipra #1, every time I wear that, somebody says something positive to me about it. And to me, that is not something you would wear and think that somebody is going to say, "You smell really fantastic today."
I agree, because for me, I feel like it's more. I feel like it sits a little close to the skin, right? Yes.
Well, actually,
I need to
Darren's stuff is very beastly on me. Like, I usually go 4 or 5 sprays with any of his stuff, except the only one I haven't tried is his the one that you have, Clean, the Colonia.
Oh, that's so good. I like that one too.
Yeah, the Colonia is really good. Well, a lot of the vintage style ones have these kind of, animalic notes and stuff that I'm not always so crazy for. Colonia is exactly what it says. Colonia is just a damn good basic standard style cologne.
All of his stuff.
He nails it.
We all know, though, one of the goat Shipras, one of the goats, is Heritage by Guerlain. That is one of the best fragrances ever, period.
Yeah, I never think of that as a Shipra. I always think of it as like a fougere, like a patchouli forward fougere.
Yeah, it could really go either way, because there is that like hint of barbershop when it dries down. There is that barbershop-esque kind of.
Irregardless, I agree with you. It's freaking amazing. Like,
I love it.
Once I smelled that, I'm like, I don't need any other man's fougere. Patchouli forward man's fougere. Heritage is like it.
So I think the note in Dorian's fougere that I don't like is mastic. I think it's the mastic.
Oh,
I wonder what that does.
And I believe mastic is a resin. I'm pretty sure. I think.
I think you're right.
I don't even recall. I thought mastic. Well, whatever it is, there's a note in there, and I know mastic is in there. And I think, Margie, you have the that sample.
I have all of this.
I think it's there, but
oh my god, Dave! If you ever get an order from Darren Allen, see if he can send you some of his Hey Absolute, or do you already have it?
I don't. I don't have any of his raw materials.
Oh my god, his raw materials are out of this world, and his Hey Absolute is actually in Dorian's Fougere. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever smelled.
Hey Absolute is great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I always say that.
So apparently, Boz is having a Boz moment. I know he got timed out by somebody. He's trying to get to the bottom of it. I hope we can move on from it, but he said whoever timed me out has ruined Clean Stream, really, because now conversation is about this bullshit. Well, we're having a conversation here that hasn't touched on that. So, Boz, maybe you should listen to what we're talking about and talk with us instead.
Yeah, talk to the panel, Boz.
We're not talking about that. I don't think Styx and Dushan's talking about that. Boz,
Is Stick
feel ya.
Schonghammer here?
Yes.
Yay. I just like saying that name.
Oh, that's going to be on the jerks for sure. Hmm.
Yes, Boz moment. We'll trademark that totally. And
We
Berner's
actually-
in the house, and once again his wrench was taken away. Berner's
Oh,
wrench comes and goes.
Burner!
You know, here's the thing. Mr. Clean is not monetized yet, and he really needed the money, so he sold your wrench. So
Yeah.
you'll get it back, though. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know, Berner, last week you kept saying, "Oh my God, take my wrench away. I'm horrible. Just take my wrench." So
Really?
I took your wrench away because you told me to take it away.
That's funny.
He sold it on eBay as a vintage wrench. Made hella money for it.
A used wrench.
A used vintage wrench.
Yes. Well, at least I'm not selling wrenches in super chats. I mean, I can't.
All right,
get-
all right.
But yeah, we know that happens. So yeah, what's going on, Berner?
Hey, money.
So okay, so we got my scent of the day. All that long discussion all stemmed from my scent of the day. So now, Dave, what's your scent of the day?
This house,
SOTP.
I've been really loving over the past year, little under a year, but it's Serge Lutens, and this one is 5 o'clock Eau de Chambre.
I haven't
This-
smelled that one.
So I got this in a Facebook group for a fantastic price, and I wore it today, and it is amazing. It's
Oh.
amazing.
Oh,
It's spicy sweet ginger with tea. The tea in this is more on the fresh side, so I would say it's more like you're drinking ginger tea with honey. And
honey like solves all my problems.
yes, so you know, if you're familiar with the House of Serge Lutens, I'm starting to
Margie has quite a few of them.
I have a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice that there is a DNA here. There's kind of a theme with the Serge fragrances. I'm noticing that in this, so I have three. I have this, Chergui, and Ambre Sultan. And there
Better.
is an ambery, resinous kind of feel with those three that kind of, with these three that kind of tie each other together in a way. They all smell different, obviously, but there is like this amber resinous sort of thing, and I feel like that's the base. And then they build these other fragrances off of the base. At least
I-
that's me. But this stuff is fantastic. There's and this is, I'm not looking at any notes. This is just what
Yeah.
I perceived. So it's definitely sweet and spicy ginger, some honey. You put that into your tea. It's
Uh-huh.
natural ginger. It's real, so it's like ginger root. There, you could smell some resins. I get almost like a pine sort of feel from this, not like cleaner, not like pine saw, but like pine needles.
Uh-huh.
And there's other woods in here. There's definitely ambery tones. It's nice and warm and kind of cozy, comforting, like a tea fragrance should be. But it gives me the idea of drinking this delicious tea outside, like sitting outside and
Yeah.
drinking it, and in the specifically in the autumn time, not
So-
quite cold yet.
So okay, before you said autumn time, I was going to ask. It's sounding almost like a summer freshie, but the amber note moves it to the fall. Is that sort of what's happening there?
The early fall, where it's still like you feel like
Transition.
you feel like you may need a hoodie, but a hoodie will be too much, and you'll be just okay with a long sleeve shirt, like a
Yeah.
long sleeve t-shirt.
Where as long as you're in the sun, you're warm. You stand in the shade. it's a
Yeah,
little chilly,
exactly.
Like yeah.
And
Do you
this
thi- Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
this stuff is just beautiful. I love the way Serge Lutens fragrances wear on me. They're not dense, they're not super dense, but they're not light and airy either. They're like right in the middle, and that's where I love my fragrances to wear on me, because I only spray them on skin. I don't spray them on my clothing.
Well, you can't with most of the surgery. You'll stain all your clothes.
I
And this
know.
will stain. I sprayed it on a
Yeah.
test strip, the day that I got it, so 2 days ago, and it stained the test strip. But yeah,
Yeah.
this, if you're a Serge Luton fan, you have to get this. But if you don't own Chergui, you should get Chergui first, Ombre Sultan, then this. This should be your third Serge.
Are there any florals that you detect? in
Yeah,
there?
for sure.
Okay, good.
But they're
Is
not
that-
prominent.
Okay.
They're not prominent though. Like just smelling the atomizer, you could smell the honey, a little bit of patchouli, the ginger, but the ginger is kind of sweet syrupy because there's no, yeah, I don't smell any spice from the atomizer. But yeah, there's definitely florals here, but I think they're more so non-distinct florals.
That was a lot.
You think I'm ever gonna run out of this?
I know,
I'm never
exactly.
going to use this. So
Exactly.
this opening is to die for. The opening is fantastic.
I'm gonna have to smell that.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is
god,
intriguing.
it's so good. It is so good. So freaking good.
And what is the name of this one again?
Eau de Jambra. Let me look it up.
5 o'clock Eau de Jambra. Eau de Jambre.
Has
It's
this one been
pronounced.
around for a while, or is it?
Yeah, I think it was a 2008 launch. I think.
5
I'm
o'clock genre. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this one. I mean,
2008, Margie?
let me look. So it is 2008.
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Cool. Wow.
Absolutely. And it is because I have one of my favorite perfume reviewers loves this one, and I just held off because ginger's tough for me. Like if it's too gingery, I tend not to like it. But let me ask you this, Dave. Would you say it's a dry perfume, or more of a like sweet kind of resinous thing? Or
I
would you
know
say-
exactly why you're asking, and I know exactly what you're asking because I look for the same exact thing because Ombre Sultan was not a like for me at first. I had to get used to that because
Yeah.
it's so freaking dry.
Yes.
This is not. This gets, when it dries down, this gets syrupy. It starts
Oh.
off like sweet and spicy, but then when it dries down, that honey kicks in with the patchouli, and the patchouli.
I'm gonna
The
need to get-
the patchouli is leafy here. It's leafy patchouli, so you definitely get that, that famous patchouli smell, but it really enhances the spices, so it doesn't come across to me as being like earthy or dirty. It's very like I love this stuff. This is fantastic.
No, I freaking love Serge Lutens.
It's
Like,
so good.
yeah. All of his stuff is good. I mean, even if I don't like it so much, it's still a thing, and he gets his point across, and it's like, it is what it is, and it's its own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's worth just having. So I love it.
And the other thing that I wanted to say about it is that the other two that I own from Serge Lutens, the fragrances wear pretty linear on me. They don't really morph. I mean, Chergui is linear. That is like I spray that on. It's powder, it's hay, and
Yeah.
and a little bit of tobacco. That's it. That's all I smell. And musk, obviously. Ombre Sultan, I get the herbal notes. I can't remember if it's rosemary, if it's basil. I think it's basil, but it's a dry basil though.
Yeah.
There's nothing like damp about that fragrance at all. It's very, very dry.
I agree. It's dry herbal, right?
Yeah.
So freaking good. It's like nothing you've smelled. I mean, that's the thing.
Now, Ombre Sultan does not wear linear. I get different things at different times.
Mhm.
5 o'clock is non-linear. But the most prominent when it dries down is that honey, syrupy honey. You get the tea.
That's all you have to tell me, syrupy honey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, it does not wear dry at all. It does not.
Nice.
I believe there might be some rose in here.
Do you
Check.
again, as we know, as we always say, wear what you want and blah blah blah, but does this one have a lean? Does it lean mask, or is it
No
very
way.
just
This is
neutral?
unisex. And it's
Very
not even unisex in the way of like where does it it come across on the male to female spectrum, right? It's unisex in the way that if you love a spicy tea fragrance with spicy coming from ginger, and then you have that tea and you have honey, and you like that combination, just get it. Just get yourself a sample and wear it. It's definitely unisex, but it doesn't really lean any sort of way. It's just, if you're a lover of this style, just
yeah. I mean, I certainly have a few. I would say exactly that. Like, it doesn't like the completely generous. Like the Zoo New York Everlasting, I think is.
I should.
A man wears it, it smells masculine. A man, a woman wears it, it smells feminine. Like, it is so, like, you know, there's nothing about it that to me stands either direction.
See, this fragrance here, you wear it. It doesn't matter what sex you are.
Yeah.
You just wear it and you smell amazing. That's what it is. You know.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But the other thing is too, it was 85 degrees and humid as hell here today, and I wore this and it did not bother me at all. And I did about 9 sprays on all around my neck and head region.
So Margie, before we get to your scent of the day, we have another question for Dave here.
Okay.
Fragrance enthusiast now wants to know what you think of the Ralph Club Elixir.
Okay, so I will give a backstory on this. I was speaking to my buddy Ross from TLTG, and he knew I was in Macy's, and he said, "You got to try the new Ralph's Club." He's like, "I know you hate the other two, but just try this one," which is an accurate statement. So this was the second fragrance I tried that day. And the Orris, well, they claim that they're using Iris. It comes across as Orris. It smells like Orris concrete. It does not smell like Iris. There's nothing powdery about this at all.
I prefer the smell of like a pure Orris note over Iris note myself.
That's what this comes off as. It's Orris. It's very aromatic. It's kind of got this green, but it's on the darker green side of the green spectrum. This is actually really, really freaking good. It's really, really good, which is why I own a bottle. It doesn't remind me of anything that I have. It's aromatic. It's spicy. The amber woods in here are done right. They're just adding a nice woody, spicy feel to the fragrance. And it's not just, it doesn't smell like cheap. It doesn't smell cheap, and it doesn't smell like shit. They did it right. I absolutely, this stuff is so good. If you like Orris, this is worth getting your nose on.
I'm gonna have to smell that.
Yeah, it's good.
Is that a new release you can find like at Macy's? Okay.
Yep.
I'll have to smell it. Yeah,
it's one of the 3 2023 designer releases that I picked up this year.
Okay.
And it says Elixir, but it's actually not as potent as you would think. It's strong, but it's not anything crazy. I went 5 sprays with it, my first wearing of this, which I only wore it once.
Dominique Ropion.
Yeah, it's a Dominic Ropion creation, and he killed it. He did a fantastic job. It's really good. This is my first Ralph Lauren fragrance, by the way.
Oh, damn. It has Olibanum in it, which I like. That's frankincense, right?
Yeah. And it's smoky. It's lightly smoky. It's kind of like it's almost like incense, kind of, like the smoke in the air that incense gives off, very light, thin. That's how it comes across here. Just the smoke trail is very thin, very light.
What's the price point on these Ralph Clubs?
This one I got 15% off. This was for 75 mLs. This was $126 with the discount. So if you guys think that niche brands are expensive, designers aren't too far behind nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the kind of frag that like just 4 years ago would have been like $80, right?
No, I think like the designers have been at about $100 for like that's kind of been the range, right? Or no? And
Yes,
maybe I'm wrong.
yes. No, they've slowly been. What 2 years ago they were like $86, but now then they bumped up. The going rate was like 96, and now they're well into the hundreds now. Yeah, it's getting. Oh, Scales. You know, if it was up to you, Clean. Well, I'm not going to put you on the spot like that, but if I was you, I'll say, and I had a choice between giving Scales a wrench or Money Burner, I would definitely give it to Scales. That's just.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just mine.
He seems like a very balanced, trustworthy.
I would give Scales a wrench.
Yeah, he deserves a wrench. I try to tell every stream that I see him in, I try to, kind of go to bat for him. Unfortunately, nobody has taken me up on my word. I guess my word doesn't mean anything in Fradcom. I don't know what's going on. I've never felt so disrespected in my life, actually.
Here, I want to answer Anuj's question. Anuj, when's the first time special guest coming on? Pitter patter. Let's get it. Let's get at her. Well,
Is he coming on? Or are they coming on? Just kidding.
I have not. He sent me a message like 45 minutes ago that had nothing to do with the stream. I think it was a picture. He sent a picture of where he is, I think. So the first time guest is supposed to be Marcus Mandel, live from Finland. No, Norway. Finland. Sorry. But he told me last night that he now had a sauna party today. Of course, only in Finland do people have sauna parties. I really want to know what takes place at a sauna party. Right? So, and then he was like, oh yeah, I should be there. Now, he's 8 hours ahead of me. It's now 4:30 in the morning there. But we all know, we see Marcus on the streams here all the time, right through to the end of the night. So the time shouldn't be a big deal for him, but I think he's still fucking around and probably is wasted with his friends from the sauna party.
He's probably smashing somebody right now. He's definitely. What does DDLD say?
Put on the spot.
Boning some broad down. Is that what he says?
God.
So
boning down on some broad. I think I quoted that correctly. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So anyway, if we see him, we'll see him. We were hoping this would work out. And if he doesn't make it at all this week, well, hopefully then we'll have him next week. But he did say he's totally up for coming on, getting his face on camera and letting us all meet him. So yeah, if it's not tonight, now unfortunately I'll have to do another. This will just be a teaser, I guess, and I'll have to do another one that's a special guest first time on stream. So there you go.
There you have it.
So now, Margie, what's your?
I don't have a scent of the day yet.
Well, go get one, damn it. What are you waiting for?
I was actually trying to spray Wada Ill. Okay, so I'm like totally obsessed with Chanel Less Exclusives right now. I'm not gonna lie.
May I ask you a question really fast?
Yes, please.
How are you trying to spray? Did the atomizer break? Did you
No.
Did you get a cramp in your finger? Like what happened
Mom,
there?
we know how this happens. I lost the decant. I can't find it.
Oh, trying
don't
to spray
get
it. Meaning she has it somewhere and she can't find it.
I don't get it.
I really want to find it because, oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm completely obsessed with Chanel Less Exclusives right now. Completely obsessed.
They're great.
And they're so freaking good. And so like I'm trying to decide what I want to buy next. And I do think that I'm going to start buying some.
Oh, wait. Speaking of which, you just bought one 2 days ago.
Yes, I did buy. I bought
Show and tell.
But no, I'm not ready yet. I don't have it open. I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
But guys, here's the deal. I have been smelling Less Exclusives for like the last, I don't know, year and a half. And because they're so expensive, and I'm like, I don't know, I was taking my time and just smelling them over and over again and really trying to figure out what I like. I do have 31 Rue Cambon. Have you smelled that, Dave? Have you smelled 31 Rue Cambon, Dave?
So I have smelled it. I smelled it last December in New York, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember it. There was other fragrances from that range that left a better impression than some of the
Okay.
others. Not saying because I don't remember
No.
it, so I'm not saying that it wasn't good or anything. But Sycamore, Le Lion, Coromandel, like outside of Sycamore,
I don't like
most of that,
I don't like
most of
Barbie.
those, really.
No, I think it's too glowing. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like.
And I don't like 31 Rue Cambon.
And for the first time ever, I'm going to disagree with Rachel. The Les Exclusives range is overpriced now.
Well,
Far-
okay. No, wait. They're expensive, but they're not
overpriced.
necessarily-
They are overpriced, severely overpriced.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think it's so good.
They are not worth $300. I'm sorry, and $450 or $500 for a
I
200
would never
ml.
do the big bottle.
Absolutely not. They're not worth $300. I'm sorry.
Rachel, I agree with you. And here's the thing. So Michelle asked me what's next on my list. So Michelle, I did get a bottle of Cuir de Russie. Okay. I did get a bottle of Cuir de Russie. I haven't opened it yet because it is a big purchase for me. The thing's $300. So yes, it's expensive. And it's only 75 mils. It's $300 for 75 mil. So I did buy Cuir de Russie. I freaking love it. And it's funny because it totally, like I had said the other day, and I had started to figure out that I don't like soft leathers. And Cuir de Russie is supposed to be a soft leather, but I don't feel that it is what I don't like. What I don't like are suede-y, like flat, boring, soft leathers. Cuir de Russie,
Yeah,
though,
I would say I
Russie-
don't find it to be that soft of a leather.
freaking
I just think it's a
gorgeous.
quiet leather. It's quiet, it's gentle. It doesn't mean it's soft. It just means it's not overwhelming.
I think it's a warm floral. Yes, I get leather at the top, right? Leather and aldehydes. But then it goes to like this very soft, warm floral. It's freaking gorgeous. Okay, and then Michelle, the other one I want to get is, yes, Bois de Ile. Yes, right? Michelle knows. Just kidding. Bois de Ile is a gorgeous sandalwood. If you like sandalwood, just smell Bois de Ile. Just smell it.
Is that the one that Jacob said smells like taint? Was that Bois de Ile?
No, that was oh my god, that was not, it's Bella Respiro.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's the one. And I want to like get to know that one more, but it's not on my list yet. But
Taint or the fragrance?
either of them. Yeah.
There you go. There you have it.
Thank you. No, thank you.
This is
But I want to tell you one more that I love. Okay, the other one I love is 1957. Surprisingly, dude, that is a beautiful musk. I mean, it was like okay. Here's the thing. I called Mr. Clean because I had no expectations on 1957. I sprayed it on my hand. It was like this. I got a beautiful sheen, like the ingredient. You could just tell it was like a good perfume that's going to stick to you. And I got this soapy musk, but yet it had some kind of like it's definitely like a skin scent, right? Like your skin, but better. Soapy musk. It was freaking. It drove me crazy. Like I called Mr. Clean. I'm like, oh my god, I think I need to get 1957 as well.
Shit, and this
So
was
that's where I'm
literally
at.
right after she left buying Cuir de Russie.
See how this happens?
And she was like, shit, now I have to go back and buy 1957.
Boy is also amazing.
Oh, it's so good too.
And
I love
that's a
it.
unisex fougere. And Rachel, now I do agree with you, by the way. She changed her mind. She said that
What'd you say?
she said expensive, yes, but gorgeous. They are
There
they
you go.
smell
That's a
great.
better way.
They absolutely smell great, for sure.
They're
Anyway, continue, Margie.
So
Okay.
it's interesting you mentioned boy, because I was just
Go ahead,
telling
Mr.
Margie
Clean.
today that see, because I don't care for boy, and I don't care for 31 Rue Cambone, and it struck
Great.
me as I'm smelling 31 Rue Cambone is that it smells very similar to boy. It smells to me like 80% the same as boy, with just a couple tweaks in the notes. And to me, even though it doesn't list cinnamon, 31 Rue Cambone has a cinnamic note quality
Mr.
somewhere in there.
anything
So-
cinnamon.
But both boy and 31 Rue Cambone have this kind of baby lotion vibe.
Well, you're lucky you don't like any of those less exclusives because
Yeah.
they're freaking they are expensive.
They are. But in the Lace exclusive range, there is also a DNA that runs throughout the Lace exclusives range, and it's
Yes.
more than just the aldehydes. It's something. There's something
The
else
iris?
to them too. It could
There's
be
iris
it,
running through all of them.
it could be the iris, but Chanel is just a special brand overall. I really
So obsessed right now.
it's so I want to say that they're like one of the best, I want to say that they are the best designer brand, but I don't know. Listen, the Dior Homme line is fantastic. That's where every time I think of Chanel and I want to say like, okay, they're the best designer brand out there, then I think of Dior and I'm like, there's so many hits from that house too. The entire Dior Homme line. There's the Eau Sauvage line. Whether you like it or not, it's too bad it's iconic. There's the Sauvage line. Then there's from their exclusive range, there's Bois d'Argent, Eau Noir, Tobacco Color.
Do
They
you
have some.
do you have any of the Dior's that whatever they call them?
I bought, so Rudy, Time to Musk Up, shout out to him. He said that I would like Eau Noir and Bois d'Argent. When I went on their website, they were having a special. You got Cologne Blanche, Eau Noir, and Bois d'Argent for like a special pricing, and they were the 1.35 milliliter bottles. So I said, okay, I'll do that. Cologne Blanche is awful. That stuff sucks. But Eau Noir and Bois d'Argent are phenomenal. Bois d'Argent, though, is my favorite in that line, that whole line. And it's also one of my favorite designer fragrances overall. Love it.
Really?
Yep.
What's that like? I'm gonna turn my
It is it is clean wood, like fresh chopped wood. There's vanilla in there, there's iris, it's a little spicy, there's a light trace of smoke. So the whole line, not the whole line, I'm sorry. Those three fragrances, Cologne Blanche, Bois d'Argent, and Eau Noir, they go from lightest to darkest to me. Cologne Blanche is your lightest, Bois d'Argent would be second, Eau Noir would be the darkest. So it's kind of like, if you want to look at it like this, morning, afternoon, night. Bois d'Argent is vanillic, iris, musky, fresh cut wood, a little bit of citrus for a bright tone. It is one of the it's perfect. It is a 10 out of 10 to me. It wears perfect. It'll get you all day. It's not intrusive though, but it's just fantastic. I love it. Eau Noir is great too.
I do
Immortelle.
love
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Hi, Hills.
Hey, Hills.
Hills.
Oh, very clear. Professional. I need to smell that.
Yep. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's incredible. And you can get that 1.35 milliliter ounce. Yeah, ounce.
Yeah.
You can get that for $135, appropriately priced.
Okay. Is that any better than Chanel?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
how many?
100
So that's like a 60 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
60 mils.
so- yeah, that's not bad considering 135.
No,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
in their large bottles are $325,
Yeah.
Okay.
and Chanel's large bottles are $500.
I know. Can you believe that? It's like it's
I'll,
because
I'll
so.
I will say this though, they're more affordable than the Chanel's.
Uh-huh.
Chanel's the quality of some of the Chanel's are, yeah, I mean, you can't really compare. However, Eau Noir and Bois d'Argent are definitely standouts for sure. They're
I'm
very good.
Those. I have like Dior Boutique at my mall. I need to make a point to go and smell those. For some reason, I just haven't, but I just need to do that.
Tobacco color is nice too.
Is it good? I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's a honey sweet tobacco. It's not unique. It just smells really great.
All right, I'm gonna go and check them out. I will check them out.
Yes, that's your assignment. That's
Where's
your next mission.
Marcus? Clean. Where's Marcus?
He
I think
must-
I think you scared him off because
He
he's
must
not even
be
in the
partying.
chat.
Well, I know.
Marcus.
That's the thing. If he could. Oh, look, here he is.
Is
Wait.
he really?
Home and too drunk to join. And
No,
he looks
come
like
on.
He can barely type there.
We like drunk people.
If
on
anyone
stream.
talks shit about Mr. Clean, he has to face me in the octagon, or should I say the coctagon?
The
Fuck off.
octagon. Whoa.
What?
Oh, bring him on. Please
He
bring
does-
him on.
He sounds pretty drunk. Come
Yeah,
on, Marcus.
you
We like
sure,
drunk
Marcus? Marcus, you have the link.
You're in
People-
good
well,
company with your drunken
but-
state.
But I totally respect it if you feel like you're too drunk to show your face, but you certainly are welcome because you know everybody would still love that.
If you could type, you're not too drunk. So hop on, Marcus.
But if you're not up to it, it's okay. Just stay in the chat. But we were kind of excited to see your face. But it's okay. Next time is fine too. Right?
Yes. Oh, yes. He's afraid he'll be Oda
Oh, sure.
fodder if he comes on tonight. All right.
It could happen.
Oh,
Next
no.
week.
Dave hasn't made Oda jerks.
Yes, yep. You and I are on there.
Oh,
I
that's
told you.
right. That
Yeah, I
was
told you
so
that.
Yeah, but not
Sorry.
not like you haven't been featured as a solo like all of
Oh, I'm sure they're waiting. I'm not scared. It's only 5
They're
people
waiting
anyway.
to slip.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So Oda Jerks is 5 people with a bunch of different burner accounts, okay? And to be quite honest with you, they don't really bother me because they buy their following. There's no way that 5,000 people are interested in that shit group. I mean, it's the same trash regurgitated over and over and over. It's the same thing. Like, if any of you fucks are watching, we get it. You don't like Ross. You don't like people that make money on YouTube. Like, we get it.
They don't
We
like Mr.
understand.
Clean very much. Like I must have been in 8
Definitely
different
don't like me.
I must have been in 8 different posts in the last week.
God damn it. Like, create something new. My God. Like, I would love to go there and see some original shit. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing every
Yeah.
single day. You know,
I
like
agree. Nothing original. I do agree with that.
nothing. It's the same regurgitated bullshit all the time.
I
And they
do.
buy their following. There's no way 5,000 people are, especially since it's the same 12 people that comment over and over again.
Yeah.
Fuck them. All of them.
I
Every
agree.
single
Fuck
one of them.
you guys. Fuck you, Oda jerks. Just kidding. Now they're really gonna get me. me.
You know what's funny is
I know. Where's Limelight?
She had a family barbecue today.
She's
Didn't
gonna
know
try to
when
get.
she would be back in, so she thought she would be here at some point. So we'll see. Maybe they're partying hard, and maybe she won't make it at all. So who
Maybe we'll
knows?
see her drunk later. That would be fun.
Did you say see her junk?
See her drunk.
Oh, I thought you said maybe we'll see her junk.
No, why would I say that?
Exactly.
Absolutely not. I'm surprised Money hasn't jumped on.
Yeah, he does have the link. So
right?
he's welcome to come on.
Okay, well, we'll see. I do like little money action, but just a
He
little
is-
bit.
Kevin is trolling Dave pretty hard.
Oh, he always does. It's normal.
Does he really? I didn't know
Yeah. Truth is, Money Burner hates my guts,
It's-
but I actually like him a lot. I think he's hilarious, especially when he gets on Amanda's case. That's even
Yeah.
more special. That's really funny because
It is kind of funny, actually, that band.
Yeah,
She
Anuj
takes the
Verma
bait.
does have the link, so
she takes the bait every single time.
Amanda,
Yeah. Oh
She-
yeah.
he's a good sport about it. She's great. How about Anuj comes on?
I
Yeah.
love Anuj. Bring him on.
Anuj too.
Let me send the link over there.
What about that dirtball DDLD?
Um,
Yeah,
he have the
well,
link?
he's got the link, and I was
Okay.
hoping he'd come on if he's available. But I know Allie is kind of sick, and they're dealing with some stuff right now. So
she's not
so it's sort of hit or miss
Okay.
over there. I forgot to drop the link for a couple people I usually drop it for.
Dave, I should send you a decant of this because I'm just about ready to get rid of it.
What is it?
Serge Luton's La Couche du Diable.
Okay, so what's that about?
So, frick. You know what? Have you ever smelled Fiangoli or whatever? The
Oh,
Fiangoli. Okay, so here's
No.
what I'll say about it. It's like a deep resinous balsam, deep resinous balsam kind of fragrance. But to me, it's a little much. It's too much for me. Like it's just,
does this smell like pine trees?
you know what? It has a little bit of pine tree in it. Yes. And I think this one actually it's got labdanum and oud in
Are
it.
you-
So it's freaking
you s-
big.
You said you're going to get rid of it, like sell it?
Yeah. Look at the color of this.
All right. In private, let me know how much you want to sell that for, and I'll buy it.
Okay. Okay.
Or just see if you guys
Okay.
want to do any trades, Dave. Maybe there's something you want to get rid of that she wants.
I'm selfish. I highly doubt I want to get rid of anything, but we can always try.
I'll give you a good price. From a frag head to another frag.
There we go.
But yeah, I'm just not feeling it. It's just wants to send you her least favorite.
Well, it's true.
He
I
might
mean,
love it.
when we get rid of frags, like we're getting rid of stuff we don't want, but there's usually somebody else who will really like it, right?
Exactly. He might love it.
And look,
some
you
people
guys
do
know
love it.
Margie. Margie, even if she doesn't
What the hell?
like one of hers, she has quality shit. We all know Margie has good stuff.
Yeah.
So then it just gets down to a matter of taste.
This is good. So, Dave, do you like a lot of the fall, winter stuff? Like, do you like a lot of the resinous kind of ambery?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all. That's why I
Gotcha.
said. And the funny thing is, I think we were talking about this backstage, but 98% of my collection, I bought blindly. I rarely do I go into stores and try things. Mainstream designers, I will, because I don't have any faith in them whatsoever. But anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, dark resinous, anything like that. As soon as you started to describe that, I was like, ooh, sounds like something I don't have in my
Exactly.
collection that I need.
Now, let me ask you this: have you smelled Arquiste Nanban?
Love it.
Oh my
Love it.
god, it's so freaking good. I agree. I have a little decant here. It's amazing. That reminds me of something you would like. So that's okay, good. I was going to come up. Oh,
I
Jeff, come on.
I was being nice to you. I mean, come on. I don't know
Come on.
why all of a sudden are you so sensitive? I don't understand this.
Joe, we got to
Yeah,
see your face.
Come on, Joe, if you're available.
A dose of the DDLD.
Muss, I love you, buddy, but I don't apologize, especially when I'm not sincerely sorry. So I can't do that. I wouldn't feel
Fake
good
it.
inside if I did that.
You can't fake it.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. That'll definitely be on the jerks.
What do you say?
Um,
Come on, Joe. We miss you.
Thank you, Patrick. There's
I-
been a lot of birthday talk in here tonight, but
I
know
promise-
most of it is fake.
Here. I promise if you come on the stream, I'll be nice to you. And a real nice too. Not our nice, like a genuine nice. I might even mute
somebody's
myself.
coming on the stream, but it's not.
Oh boy, look at this handsome Persian man.
When I grow up, I want to be as sexy as you.
Bro, do you know what the first step would be?
To shut up, what?
So much, man. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Is this
Yeah.
the Let's Talk stream with Mr.
Oh
Clean?
my gosh.
Mr. Clean introducing Dave Talk.
Listen,
I feel like I'm in a TED Talk, renamed a Dave Talk. Bro, you're so long-winded.
yeah, that's a fact.
Oh.
No, he's right. It's okay. I could take it. It's okay. You got to try harder than that.
That's okay.
If you're trying to get under my skin, you got to
That's
try
okay.
harder than that.
We know that. We all know that. What's going on, guys?
Somebody had to take
Yo,
over
what's
for
up?
Amanda. Amanda's usually the talker.
Bro, you actually make me miss Amanda's rant. like, I feel like she needs to come here and just to balance you out.
I do agree.
Yeah.
She's got to do a quick little drop in.
Yeah. Why not summon you?
Right? You say her name 3 times or something.
No, I like
last.
you gotta call it Lamai last.
Or Mandy. Amanda-
Kevin, maybe every week we need
Amanda-
that one word we say 3 times. You had
What word?
remember on Tuesday
What was it?
he had you and Amanda saying cunt.
Yes, I
Whoa.
remember that. Mr. Clean had to cut that out of his stream. Did you cut it out?
No, I left that. I cut other things out.
Okay. Yeah, it was your birthday stream, so
Yeah.
That's a great word though. It's funny.
kind of is. It is kind of funny in a way.
Amanda says it's her favorite word.
I don't necessarily. It doesn't really have any like power for me. Like it's just a word. Other words are maybe more impactful, but that one doesn't really affect me.
Kevin, you are at the girlfriends tonight, right? I think that's the corner I recognize there.
You're not.
This is my corner. She puts me in this
So
corner.
you don't have
Yeah.
Chico? Where's Chico?
So
then?
Chico's there, right? So we
We
want
gotta
to see.
see Chico.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Burner sent me the cutest fucking picture of Chico yesterday.
Why didn't you send me too?
Chico was the co-pilot in the car.
Yeah, it's a
My
cute dog.
God, he's so freaking cute.
Oh yeah, show us the picture, Burner.
Let's get him and show. You gotta show Chico. Come on.
Hold the
It's
fort.
on his phone.
Oh, I forgot to do all that stuff.
Oh my
Oh, look at him.
God, he's so cute. Aww,
Yeah.
that's
Go.
adorable.
And then you guys want to see my Philly cheesesteak I made tonight?
Hell yeah. Let's see what
Yes.
this looks like.
I made it.
Oh,
Ooh, that looks good.
good job.
Ooh, are those grilled onions? Oh my God,
That looks
are
more
those
like
mushrooms?
Italian beef. Are
Did you
those?
put mushrooms on there too?
Is that a ciabatta roll?
No, it's a baguette. I don't know, man. It was a little bit it's a little bit of a hood cheesesteak. I don't know.
It looks like a good job.
It
Was
alright,
it good?
heavy.
Was
It's
it good?
Yeah, I regret eating it, to be honest. It was heavy. And all the bread and butter and the cheese. It's too much.
It's too much.
But it was good.
A
Bread
man
and
of your
butter and
physique.
cheese too much.
A man of your physique can handle that though.
I eat. Oh, let's take you off the damn thing. There.
I was going to show you more stuff, man. I was going to show you more of my stuffs.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
Dude, Burner, Kai
Yeah.
is ripping you apart
Yeah.
in the chat. He's
Like Subway
annihilating you.
You look like a Subway reject. Oh, no, the sandwich.
The
looks
sandwich,
like
yeah, the sandwich.
Well, I thought maybe he meant that
That's
Werner
weird.
looks like a reject in the Subway.
Well, I mean,
I love Christ.
The guy with the wife beater was on Sesame Street in 2012. He was super grown.
oh my god.
I do not know the reference.
Brother.
Oh my god.
Check it out.
Oh, it's kind of weird. You got to back it up. There you go.
Oh, you know what that is? Is freshly cut lawn, mowed lawn. Look at the perfect lines he mowed.
What about your most prized possession?
My
That's
lawnmower?
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
and then check this out.
You're so funny.
There was a bird.
There's.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I think he's dead.
Oh, he dead. Yeah.
Oh my god! You
Poor
picked
dead
it
bird.
up.
He had a little
Oh.
yellow tail.
Brother,
Is he really dead?
back to nature. God bless you. Thank you for flying our Canadian skies. I'm sorry it was my window you have to smash into. I'm going to feed you to the coyotes.
No.
The circle of life going. Ah!
You're gonna get some new freaking strain of the next version of COVID from
I
that bird.
know.
Why?
I hope
Just
you watch
because that seems to be where shit happens from
Oh,
animals in the forest.
dude, I was driving the other day, and I on a side road, and there was a turtle in the middle of the street. So I pulled over, reversed, and I'm like, I gotta move this turtle, or someone's gonna crush it. So I picked up the turtle, and I put it like into the ravine on the side, and I get in the car, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it smells like crap in here, you know, like smells terrible.
Oh.
And then I find out I had picked up a stink pot turtle.
No way.
Stink pot turtle. When it feels like it's in danger, it like releases some.
Oh.
It's the skunk of turtles.
Yeah,
Bless.
I got in the car like, oh god, it was the worst.
No.
Rancid.
Oh.
So I'm driving
no.
with my wrist. I don't want to get the steering wheel.
You carry
that's
sanitizer and shit with
Oh,
you.
dude, the
everywhere, don't you?
sanitizer was not enough. I needed paint thinner,
Ew. It's disgusting.
but it was all right. You gotta help animals when you can. I remember when I was like maybe 9 years old, in my family house, like an old one. I see the neighbor's cat is playing with something, and I see it's a bird, and the bird is like injured and flapping its wings. So I pick up, I go over the fence, I pick up the bird, I put him in a shoebox, I put twigs and leaves and stuff to make him comfy, and I'm like, I got to bring this bird back to life. So I put a little bowl of water, and I take like a toothpick.
Sorry. Just bringing
And
back memories.
I chew up crackers and bread, and I spit it out. And with the toothpick, I'm trying to feed the bird, but the bird died.
You know what's okay? This is weird. Literally just today, I saved a beetle. It was in my house and it was acting like it couldn't walk. And I scooped it up. And the minute I put it outside, it like took off, like it needed to be out, right? But at that very moment, I remembered that at one time, same like you, Money, there was a baby little bird in my backyard and it was pretty much dead, or I thought it was dead. I tried to give it water, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I was putting its like little head in the water bowl, and I ended up drowning the bird.
Jesus Christ!
It was horrible, but it's just so weird that I was literally thinking about that today, and you're telling this bird story.
How old were you when you drowned the bird?
How old was I? I was an adult. I was probably in my 30s.
That's something a child would do.
No, I tried to give the bird water. It needed water, but I gave it too much water and it drowned.
You waterboarded it.
I did.
Margie's maternal instinct is sharp.
Why do you think I never had kids? Good thing. I'm just kidding. Start. Your life is pointless. Why, Yoshi? Why is your life pointless?
Because
Wow,
because
Dave?
he's not saving enough animals. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Gotta
wait,
save
so
them.
Fernando discovered something strange today. A Mexican whiskey made of corn. Absolo is the brand. I'm not an expert, but it's not bad to be honest. Okay. I'm sure the Whiskey Reaper would be happy about that.
Do you guys like whiskey?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I don't drink it anymore, but I like it.
Oh, are you talking about the Reaper or actual whiskey?
Oh, hi, Christy. Actual whiskey.
Oh,
I know. Sorry, Christy. I drowned the bird. It's pretty bad. Sorry, Dave.
no, not really. The Reaper, though. I like the Reaper.
Dave, are you
I
a
never
drinking
see
man?
him anymore.
What's that?
Are you
I
a
never
drinking
see
man,
him
Dave?
anymore.
Not really. I mean, from time to time, like I'll crave a drink, but am I a drinker? No. No. I'm lucky if I drink once a month.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's just not. I drank enough for everybody on this stream and the chat at one point in time. So like I don't need it, you know. I may start drinking a glass of wine a night though before I go to bed because I'm starting to have trouble sleeping again.
Dude, that's a bad idea.
It does the opposite. It'll make sleeping
Yeah.
worse.
It'll what?
It'll make sleeping worse, actually.
Oh, well then forget that idea. Then scratch that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's the best way to fall asleep? A little belly rub. Just ask your lady to rub your belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a. What about a rub and tug?
Good God, man. You know, I come here to have some frag talk about stories, traumatic stories of my childhood. You're talking about getting yourself whacked off and floating all over your lady's face. Good God.
You see, you took it to the next step further. I didn't say all that.
Well, if you're going to say it, you may as well say it, right?
So do any of you guys use any sound?
Oh.
I use a white noise, although it's more than white noise. I have an app where you can combine different sounds and you can even record sounds and put in, and I've created my own little custom sleep sound that runs all night until I wake up in the morning. It's just on nonstop.
Congratulations on your 32 years of sobriety there, Kevin.
Yeah, I was typing the same thing for him. I can't even send it. Fuck. Okay, congratulations, Kevin Conwell.
What is TDLD saying? It was yesterday.
Who
What
has
was this?
sobriety?
Did I say something? What am I forgetting?
sobriety?
What is yesterday?
What you drinking, Margie? Is that white wine?
Don't worry about it. Yes, it's white wine.
Listen, man, I'll tell you something.
Tell me something.
When did Adam Sandler become so Jewish? Like, not that I have a problem with it.
What?
No, but like, you know, we all know he's Jewish, but the past 4 or 5 years, every single movie he makes is like very Jewish. Like, I just watched one tonight. It was called "You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah."
His comedies are always tapped into his Jewish.
Don't you remember Eight
Always.
Crazy Nights?
And he did the Hanukkah song. What is that?
Oh,
he
yeah.
does?
He did, like,
I
Billy
remember that.
Madison, Happy Gilmore, Just Go With It, Blind Date, 51st Dates. They weren't so Jewish, but
Really?
it's like in his old age, and now he's got his kids in there, and it's about the synagogue and being Jewish, and good for him. Good for him. But I'm just trying to get a timeline down. Like, what happened that he became so Jewish all of a sudden?
Well, it's called evolution. You know, you can't do the same thing forever. You know, you have to evolve over time, change it up.
That's good.
I never watched Adam Sandler movies, so
They used to be funny. They're not
I
that funny
never
anymore.
even watched the classics. I've never seen Happy Gilmore.
Movie I watched tonight was really good. I liked it. You Are So Not
What-
Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. I thought it was a nice movie. His daughters were in it.
Was it funny?
I didn't laugh out loud, but it was like a nice movie, you know, nice easy watch. Nice
Okay.
coming of age story.
Wait, what are we talking about over here? What's the diluting the ylang ylang permeate in my skin? What fragrance are we talking about there?
I don't know. Christy was doing some sort of witchcraft. I like everybody, man.
Yeah.
Like that?
You like everybody, you said?
Yeah.
Um,
There's one religion I'm not so fond of, and I hate to say it, and I'm sorry, Mr. Clean. This is going to be a little bit triggering for some people, but I don't know if you guys have heard of this religion. It's called the Church of Satan.
Oh my god. Is Mr.
No, I
King-
think the Church of Satan is all right because I think it's mostly like. I think if you're a member of the Church of Satan,
No!
you're being mostly
Evil?
no. I doubt there's anybody involved in it that's truly evil.
Murderous?
I think the people involved in it now are mostly doing it ironically.
What was the guy's name who started the
Be
guy with the crazy eye?
surprised.
Remember that guy who had a weird eye? He was the guy who started the Church of Satan.
I don't know the weird eye.
Someone Google it. Who started the Church of Satan?
Is it Aleister Crowley?
No. He had like a normal name.
Oh, I think it's
Bob
here.
Johnson?
So his name was
Anton LaVey?
yeah, that guy. Anton LaVey, that's him. He was like a nice guy.
He had a weird eye? I didn't realize.
He had like a crazy eye.
I hate that. I can't find my decant. It's very frustrating.
Okay, so you can't find the decant. Are you going to spray something else? Will there be spray tonight, Margie?
I'm kind of fixated on finding my decant of bought ale, to be honest. But I need to move past that and spray something else. So yes, I will spray something else.
Hey Margie, what's your idea of heaven?
I don't believe in heaven.
Clean, what's your idea of heaven?
I don't believe in a heaven or a hell. It's
Dave?
you die, and if there's some life force or spirit, it's not a heaven or hell. It's just some neutral place. But I don't believe in the concept of a heaven per se.
That's interesting because Dave, speaking to him last week, and we got into quite a philosophical conversation, and we were talking about belief, faith, religion, the afterlife. And I asked him, I said, what's your idea of heaven? And he said, well, my idea of heaven is me up at the clouds with Jesus and a guy with a harp, and it's all beautiful, and all my friends are down in hell getting raped by the devil. And I said, good God, man.
You know what's funny about that? We didn't even talk last week.
Yeah, it was like the week before that, you're right.
Yeah.
Rachel,
I noticed
sorry,
that.
Christy,
I noticed that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I want to know what aroma chems that you are experiencing that have really piqued your interest. Which ones are kind of exciting or especially interesting, Christy?
So Kevin tried meth was his favorite aroma chemical from this past week.
Well, I've never tried meth, but I have handled crack.
You what?
I was never tempted by drugs. I remember I had this apartment, and I invited all these young people over, and they were like, "Oh, dude, can we do lines and stuff?" I said, "Yeah, do whatever you want. Just the only rule is if you're going to smoke something, do it on the balcony. I don't want to smell, because I'm a clean freak." But then they started crushing up these pills, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so rude, dude. You want to take a hit first? You're the host." And I said, "No, it's okay. I don't want it." I was never tempted by drugs.
That's good.
Yeah. Did you like any? Like, did you ever smoke weed?
Yeah, I smoked weed like maybe 3 or 4 times in my life, but every time I I just passed out or something like that. It was never for me. I never enjoyed it. I did it like 3 times. One time, I think the first time I did it, I was like 11, 12 years old. And all the kids on my block, they were all older and they were like 16. They're like, smoke this. So they made this pipe out of a slushy straw. You know those big
Fucking weed smokers can make pipes out of
Yeah.
anything.
and they-
Tinfoil, baby.
Foil. Yeah, tinfoil
Or
as
a
the bowl
can.
and a
Hi,
straw.
Joe!
Hi,
Hello.
Joe. DDLD, how are you?
Are we being fun?
DLD is here.
And,
That
and
was
then they
happening.
put weed in the bowl, and
Oh,
then I was
hold
scared
on.
to smoke it, so I blew in it, and then the weed went flying everywhere, and they were like, "Fucking amateurs!"
You
these guys."
blew instead
Right?
of sucked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't smoke
Joe.
weed, but I support it though. You want to smoke weed? I think that's your right. Go for it.
Well, it's legal
Joe's
in
real big on
California.
those edibles.
I've eaten edibles a few times, and
Are they
never works
great
out.
or what?
It never worked out in my favor.
Oh, so no.
I'll tell you what I did do. I got the last time I was on here. Well, not last time I was on here, but one of the times I was on here, I drank that seltzer that I got from Woodstock.
You got fucked up, didn't you?
It's great for sleeping. Yeah, I like to go. to
What?
sleep.
What seltzer?
Oh, was that one with the THC in it?
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
yeah. So they sell there. It's called the Cycling Frog, I think, is the company. And they make several different flavors. It's like it would be like a White Claw, except there's no alcohol. There's just THC. And so I drank that, and I went to sleep that night and slept great. Because I usually wake up and about like sometimes like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a weird thing, and then I'll go
Yeah.
back to sleep. But I slept well that night. But yeah, I don't really like, as far as weed. Like, I've tried it a few times. It doesn't work for me. I'm one of those people that I get way too into my own head. I get paranoid as fuck and shit, and I don't
Yeah.
enjoy myself. So
Yeah, edibles. I've smoked a good fair amount in my day. I don't smoke anymore these days, but edibles just never worked for me. They usually would take me way too far, and in ways I couldn't control or know what to.
Yeah, you have
expect.
less
Yeah.
control with those.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Dihydromercenol, this week's chemical. Christy, yeah, dihydromercenol is really interesting. Yeah, when you're smelling it direct and concentrated,
All right.
it's but it is a very interesting one. I like it, and I totally see why it was used a lot, especially in the 80s through early 90s. It's still used, of course, but was used a lot more back in a lot of those things like Drakkar and these classics that we know and love. Basically, if you combine some dihydromercenol with oak moss, you've got all the shit that we knew and loved in the 80s, pretty much.
Whoa, Mr. Clean! I didn't know you knew so much about this stuff.
I have it all. I have probably a couple hundred raw materials.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've dabbled. I've fucked around. I don't do anything with it, and I haven't dabbled. I haven't fucked around with it for months right now. But every now and then, I'm glad I have them, because I'll be checking something out, and I'll be like, oh shit, I have that. I want to go and experience the notes directly and compare it with what I have in a perfume or what I'm reading about one. So
Now, do you think you'll ever create your own perfume, like at least once?
well, I mean, I have. I've been fucking around with it for about 4 years. So, I mean, I used to think I might be doing that more, but the longer I've done it, the more I realized how difficult it is to do it really well. But yeah, I've created a few things that I've liked a lot that I thought, oh boy, if I made more of this, maybe something could happen with it. But I just ended up, I'm really good at starting things and not finishing them. Like I am the creative, where I like to experiment. I like to fuck around, and oh, I get something that's really cool. Now I want to move on and make the next thing that's cool. So, so it's there. And sometimes I think that I might want to pull out the ones I like to see how they smell, see how they've held up. And if I still like them, maybe make more of it. We'll see. I don't know. But certainly, it is, you would think, what's so hard about just combining some notes and, I mean, it's not hard, but it's hard to make it smell really good. It really is.
Yep.
Somehow. Each individual note can smell amazing, and then these two can smell really good, and then suddenly it doesn't smell good anymore. You know. So I've definitely learned that there is certainly an art and a science to perfuming, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, what is your scent of the day night?
I wish.
I'm wearing a clone.
Okay.
I'm wearing the Maison Alhambra Tobacco Touch, the Tobacco Vanille clone.
Mhm.
It's pretty goddamn good for $27. So that's what I'm
Hey.
wearing today.
Alexandria Sweet Smoke is a great clone of Tobacco Vanille.
Oh, I haven't tried. I like a lot of Alexandria stuff for the clone houses. I think it's like one of the nicer.
Believe it or not, clones, Alexandria's clones are how I discovered niche.
Really?
Because I never thought that I would ever spend over. Well, at that time, fragrances were like $65. So
You
that
wanted
was
to
like
spend over that.
that was like my sweet spot. And then I found, I'm like, Jesus Christ, these fucking things go for $200. What are these
Yeah.
people insane?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
spend $100 on a perfume. Like I bought Victor and Rolf. I think it was my 35th birthday.
No, it was your 37th, actually.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, it was my 37th birthday. And excuse me, oh my gosh, my throat. It's all that weed. I'm just kidding. So
You're not. That's the thing. We know you're not, Margie.
I'm kidding. Okay, so Victor and
Better than
Rolf,
cat throat.
Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf was like the first perfume that I was like, oh damn, this is better than anything else at Macy's. Anyway, it was like $125, big bottle, like 100 mil. But even at that time, I was like, that's so much to spend on a perfume. And you know what? I didn't store it properly. I hardly ever wore it. The bottle, and I still have the bottle, and it ended up going bad. It was just, I didn't know about perfume. I didn't know how to store it. I didn't know that they last if you store them properly. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a whole new world now, apparently.
Did you see the Armaf that Kuba reviewed tonight? The new private key collection.
No, but
No.
I will, because he's friggin' hilarious.
Dude, I love Kuba. These are $175 retail Armaf clones.
What?
And so apparently they're supposed to be using like the most least synthetic materials that they use. And he did say it smelled less synthetic than the normal stuff, but he got it for $150 and still said it's way overpriced. The one that he reviewed was a Leighton clone, but he said it was way more smoky than Leighton. But to me, like, I could understand, like, if you were going to price a clone at $175,
Yeah, you're on crack.
yeah, you're insane. But
Yeah.
if it was like indiscernible from the real thing, like, so you're talking like a Creed that's 500 or a, Parfum de Marly at 3 and change or whatever, but it was indiscernible. Like, you could not tell the difference. I could kind of understand you trying to do that, but Jesus Christ, I mean, that's insane.
I couldn't justify spending over $30 on a clone. I mean, I haven't bought a clone in years.
Mhm.
I don't care like if people buy clones. It's just a me thing. But there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah,
that,
well,
no
$175.
fucking
yeah,
way.
I would say,
There is.
to me, the point of the clone is that it is cheap or relatively. I mean, Duas, I've got some Duas. I haven't bought Duas in a couple years. I mean, it's been a while, but I've got Duas that I spent $65 on. But the thing they're cloning is a few $100s, and I'm down with that. But once you're at, like, if you're going to spend $175, just spend $300.
Right, by
Like-
the way.
Seriously, at that
like-
point, you might as well just go all the way.
And here's
You know
the
what I mean?
craziest fucking part.
I
They
agree.
have one of the private keys is a clone of Cedrat Boise. What the hell's the point of that?
Oh
You
my
can-
God, there's
you
no
can get
point to
Cedrat
that.
Boise for like $80,
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
That is dumb.
I don't believe in clones for so many reasons. I think
You-
people should stop buying them.
You're morally opposed.
Yeah, and also like I mean, what would you think if I wore a fake Rolex? Right? What would you think of yourself if you wore a fake Rolex?
I mean, you have
I
a beater.
wouldn't know.
You have a white beater on, so I mean, I could see you wearing a fake Rolex actually.
Well, to be
No,
fair,
but see,
have
I
to-
think it's
this-
different
This
if you're-
chain is gold plated, and the gold has worn off, so it's not real. But
I here's where I think it's different though. If you're wearing a fake Rolex, you want you want to look like you're wearing a Rolex.
Right.
But fragrance is, I mean, it's a smell and it's a personal. I think you're buying a cologne because you want that smell, but you don't. It's probably less about impress. I mean, we talk about compliments, people want to impress, but I don't know. I think if you're buying a cologne, it's just something you want to try without spending the big money. And chances are you're buying.
I think it's like
You're buying multiple fragrances. I think if you're like a one frag signature wearer, you probably buy the real thing. But
You know what's funny? I bought 3 designer fragrances the other day, and I spent $345 fucking dollars,
Right.
and they were on sale.
Yeah.
And they're all the small bottles. I didn't buy any because I strictly stay to 50 mLs or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I mean,
But are any of them like are all 3 of them put together as good as a Chanel or a Dior? Like,
I mean, on different days.
okay,
Yeah, I mean, I bought them because I'm on that. I don't know if you were on stream or not when I mentioned this, but I am no longer buying stuff just to buy it. I'm
Good.
buying it because like I love it and it stands out. Like it's something that I don't own, so I can keep, reaching back for. But like I said before, and this is the only thing Money Burner and I agree on. Bleu de Chanel is one of the best masculine modern men's fragrances that you could buy, period.
it's my scent of the night. You know what? I
which
just
one
had
do
to
you have,
change.
Dave? Oh,
What's that?
which one do you have, Dave? Which version? Bleu de Chanel.
I have all 3. The EDT it's gone. I probably will rebuy that at some point. I have the Eau de Parfum and the Parfum. The Parfum is the most interesting to me, but the Eau de Parfum I'll wear the most because it's the most versatile. I could wear it whenever I'm in the mood
So
for it.
freaking good. It's good. If you wear that and you only have that as a fragrance, you smell good no matter what. All day long, you're going to smell great, right? Like that could be your only fragrance and you're going to smell great.
I just had a realization. I got a new perspective here. Like, in fashion, a lot of there's brands that are like trendsetters. They start movements, and then all these lower, cheaper brands, like let's say, Gucci has that design where they put the 2 G's all over the bag, right?
Mhm.
Well, Coach does the same thing,
Right.
right? But no one says Coach is trying to knock off Gucci, but they're definitely inspired by Gucci with this.
Yeah, inspired by it.
Right? But a Coach bag is still, it's a Coach. So I guess, a clone is I don't know.
I think the difference between clones is kind of like what Clean was touching on. You're talking like it's a smell. And the only people who recognize that smell, like if somebody's wearing an Aventus clone, we know what that's supposed to be, right? But the average person, they have no fucking idea what Creed Aventus is.
Yeah.
And so, but the average person will see a knockoff Gucci bag or a knockoff YSL something or other. And like that to me is different because you, as Clean was saying, you want people to see that and you want them to believe you have money or the fake Rolex or what have you. But the smell, you can just like the smell, the scent.
yeah,
And
and most people don't.
Totally
Most
acceptable.
people don't know how much all these perfumes cost. Most
No.
people aren't looking at Creed and have no idea and would smell it and say, "Oh, you're wearing a $400 or $500 perfume." They just know, "Oh, you smell good."
Right.
So,
Yep.
unlike say a fake Rolex or something. But here's one of the great things that I do really appreciate about clones are things like this. So this is the real deal. This is Rive Gauche.
Yes, I
Continue
agree with Rachel.
the-
Look at read
and I first got the clone of this from Dua, and I realized, yeah, I do like this, and
Oh,
maybe
River
I-
Fougere.
I will find, yeah, So I have the River Fougere. They're a little different, but I love that you can find discontinued frags that are cloned. I'll never end up buying By Man Dolce and Gabbana because that's.
Let me ask you this.
But I do have the clone of it, and it's really good. I'm glad I have the clone, although I haven't worn it in forever.
If you don't mind, how much did you pay for Rive Gauche?
I actually got a deal on this, man, in a Facebook group. I mean, I feel like it was a deal. Partial, half, like I've barely used it.
Yeah.
It's still almost what I bought it as.
Mm-hmm.
Half full, $90.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that is a great price.
Isn't that going for like $320 now or some shit like that?
Yeah, it's like threes. It's in the threes and into the fours as well. I was going to buy it.
There's a dent in the aluminum can, but like I don't care. But
Yeah,
$90 on this.
I wouldn't care either.
You know what else? I just had another perspective. I remembered. I don't like giving money to the Emirates. I don't like giving them a damn dollar. So that's one other reason I remember. I don't like to spend money with like any of these Dubai houses or Kuwait or whatever country. Sorry, but I don't like giving them a dollar. I don't believe in that.
Oh yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah. Oh,
what's the issue with the Emirates? I'm not aware.
Well,
Is this a long thing?
I mean, the whole thing is it's a terrible, terrible place with no human rights and modern slavery and it's a terrible. I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's a bad business there. But speaking of fragrances that are discontinued, I was talking to Clean about this. Have you guys tried Canali for men? Canali, like the Italian suits.
I put it. Anuj is sending me some sample decants, and I believe that is going to be included.
Dude,
they're on the way. I got the notification that it's shipped.
No kidding.
That's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Like I remember I had Canali for Men. My dad had it, and then I took it from him, and then my mom bought him Summer Nights, and then I took that from him, and just amazing, just wicked fragrances, wicked under the radar. That, and also I was saying in the chat earlier, Givenchy Pour Homme is another one of those amazing fragrances that went under the radar. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about that. But it's a great fragrance. Like I'd say Blind Buy worthy. Cheap too. Probably like $60 you can pick it up.
Oh wow.
So I have high hopes for this wait, what is it again? Canali?
Even, I remember I spoke to Anuj about it. Even he has a lot of respect for that brand.
Yeah. So after you talked to me about it, I hit up Anuj. I was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, dude, I'll send you a decant so you can make up your mind. So he's sending me some other stuff with it. So yeah, that might be on my list. If I like it in the way that you've talked about it, that could be
and Anuj has it for a good price too. It's not even that expensive.
In like over a year.
Yeah, I like Canali.
Guess what I smell like?
Did you spray something?
Maple syrup.
Shout outs to Canada.
I was just gonna say that. I was
What?
literally just about to say that. That's funny.
This is my scent of the night. It's Unicatel Sablas.
Wow.
Oh, I love that fragrance. So
It's
good.
all Immortelle. I mean, it's kind of warm tonight for this, but
Can we see the bottle again? That's a beautiful bottle.
isn't it pretty? This is one of her modern bottles. Unicatel. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so
How do you I heard that that fragrance doesn't wear as well as it used to.
You know what?
How does it perform on you?
I have not been, I don't know, because I haven't worn it very much because I've been intimidated by it, to be honest. Because it's so like, it smells like maple syrup, right? And I like Immortelle, but this one is like straight up.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been super impressed by Unicatel modern day, but I need to like experiment with it more. But I have this one too. This green one. It's
Nice bottles.
right?
Yeah.
Nuit Etoile. This one's supposed to smell like your mom's like handbag, the bottom of her handbag with like mint gum and leather.
It
And
depends who your mother
that's what it
was.
smells like.
You know what I like is just this one smells like your mother.
Smells like your mother. No, it smells like JJ described it, I think, as like when you're a kid and your mom's handbag and you're reaching in for like double mint gum because of the mint in here. That's what it smells like. It does smell like that.
Oh, my mom smells amazing. She wears one of the Miss Dior flankers. She wears Guerlain Aqua Allegoria, one of those flankers. She wears Coco Noir. She wears Viva La Juicy, Givenchy Le Interdit. She has good. She likes the kind of fragrances that I like on women, like sweet, girly ones.
Sweet, yes. Yeah, those are sweet. What does Christy say? My mom's handbag smells like $100 bills in her. Exactly. That's funny, Rachel. Yeah. But leather.
Yeah, actually,
double
I
mint
did
gum.
that.
That's my mom's handbag was like a leather handbag with double mint gum, and you had to reach in and find the gum at the bottom.
Same thing. I had that memory way before I was part of
Right?
FranCom here when I started. So like way before I ever heard JJ's story or any of this, I had the scent memory of doing just that as a kid, digging my mom's purse to get some gum. And she was a big smoker. So it was leather purse, cigarette tobacco, and double mint gum. And
this is a good smell to have.
Yeah.
It's a memory.
I did
It's a scent memory.
A tobacco double mint
That's
leather
what it is.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are scent memories. I don't know that I want to smell like them, though. I mean,
I feel like I might like this on a guy better because it's like sweet mint. I feel like a man would like this. I need to
What's
send
that one?
something to Mr. Clean.
Yeah. What's that one called?
Nuit Achal.
You know what?
Nuit.
Clean would love a Nikutal fragrances.
You think?
Yep. Absolutely. He would love Sable. Love it.
Okay, I need to send him a decant then. Yeah.
Cool.
Sable's good. I freaking love Immortel though. That's the thing. And this is like straight up Immortel.
He's
Have you
gonna
guys
love
ever-
that. He's gonna love that because he loves Everlasting.
Yeah.
And
True.
a major part of Everlasting is the Immortel. There's definitely Immortel in that. I'm convinced.
Have you guys ever had real maple syrup, like real maple syrup?
Yeah.
I only have real maple syrup.
Yeah.
I haven't bought fake maple syrup since I was a kid.
yeah, I don't think you realize Clean is up. He's got like top tier cinnamon in his house.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't
the
fuck around.
chef
Yeah.
of sorts.
I feel like Clean keeps a little Ecuadorian boy in his kitchen. Just like grinding
Oh
up-
shit. Yo. Kevin, you're the man.
We need more cinnamon. Sí, senor.
Yeah, I have two distinct varieties of cinnamon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say of Ecuadorian boys.
One grounded by an
Jesus.
Ecuadorian boy, one by an El Salvadorian boy.
Oh my
Cinnamon is
God,
good in
stop.
cooking and baking, but not in perfumes to me.
That's pretty funny.
Okay,
So-
or a little Persian boy, if that makes everyone feel better. I know everyone's sensitive. By the
Yo,
way,
I love
God.
Persians. I
By
love
the way,
Persians. Hell yeah.
quick facts. Over 650,000 Iranians reported, so it's way more, but reported in the US. Over 80,000 of which reported are Jewish. Just so everyone knows. 80,000 Persian Jews in the US.
Is this why you don't like Adam Sandler? Do you have like a beef with him now because of this?
No, I just started thinking about this because the other day on DDLD stream, something came up about like Jews in Hollywood, and then I was like, well, if there's one thing I'm sure of, they're not underrepresented. That's for damn sure. And then
Well, hold on. The way you presented that is, I don't know that that's how it came up on my stream. I think there was some Persian guy that barreled in and started screaming about Jews in Hollywood and their representation. I don't know who that was. I don't
Totally.
Listen,
hey, Udo.
don't give up
That-
Kevin like
He's
that.
got to tell Udo about his painting.
No, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, Udo, I don't know if you know. Yeah, I do it So my painting here and Margie's that you see
Mine too, Mr.
are both
did this.
from me. So
Beautiful.
there you go.
Yeah, he
I'm
did
trying
say-
to get Mr. Clean to paint me a picture too, so that I could put it back here. But
You want him to paint you like one of his French girls?
yeah, he's too busy for me, man. He doesn't have time.
Come on, Clean.
I do think you should paint a picture of Dave like one of your French girls. I think that would be fantastic.
Okay, I watched Titanic again like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe I'll cry this time. I didn't fucking cry.
I'll tell you what, I watched it too,
serious?
and the CGI looks terrible already. Like when they show the boat in the ocean, not the shit where they did practical, but when they show the boat like sailing through the ocean, it looks like a video game at this point. It is almost 30 years ago, so that's all right.
Can I
Fun,
do
fun fact: the
Oh.
Titanic was actually powered by the windbag that is known as Dave.
Oh my god.
You know what's funny? I was gonna ask you guys. I don't know, but I've heard that French girls are very freaky. Is that
They're
true?
naughty. It's
Ask
true.
Clement
That's-
CC.
Oh.
No. No.
Yo, what is this obsession? Like, I don't get it. Is it like a trolling thing, or do people actually get excited for Clements?
Oh,
I
she's
love-
awesome. Yeah, I think she's great.
I've never watched her on the
I
stream
love how
lately.
she speaks. I love her accent. I love her French accent. I think she's got her own little cool style.
Yeah.
Love her. Like, I think she's
Yeah.
great.
She is cool. I do. I like her. I mean, most of the perfumes she's talking about aren't in my world ones that I care about. So I don't look at her very often, but I do like her vibe. I like how she does things.
She
And that's
has-
probably why you don't
Yeah.
see much of her, Burner. I mean,
Oh.
most of what she talks about isn't going to be relevant to your life.
So wait. So French women, they don't like getting their ass licked then? I guess.
Oh my
Yeah, Marty.
god.
What the hell's up with you? Goddamn.
Where did this
For,
come
for
from?
the record, I did not take it to that level tonight. It was Dave.
No, that's you. You ought to be hanging your head low in shame, Dave. When
No, I
Cleo
will not.
is not the
Listen,
worst person on the screen.
Everybody knows real men eat ass, and if they're not into that, I want no part of them. Then fuck them.
I was at the gym yesterday, and there's this kid there. He's like 18 years old. This Chinese kid.
That's
his
it.
name is Kevin too. And I talk to him sometimes. He works at the front desk. So I was talking to him. He's like, "Yo, bro, I went on 2 dates last night. 2 dates." I was like, "Yeah, that's good, man. What, like a dating app?" He said, "Yeah, Hinge." I said, "Okay, let me look at the picture." And he starts justifying, like, "Now listen, bro, it's bad lighting. I just want to let you know, like, this girl, she looks better in person." I'm like, "Dude, just show me the picture. I'm not gonna judge." Showed me this girl. She's a cute girl. He's 18, right? So these girls are his age. I'm like, "So what did you do?" He's like, "Well, I took her to Starbucks." And he's like, "This is my move. Take them to Starbucks. Then I take them to the park. We went for a walk, and then I ate her ass in the park."
Oh my god.
Is that
What did I tell you? And she fell in love, right? She fell in love with him, right?
Dude, I just fucking ate her ass right in the park.
Yep. See,
So
that's it.
That's his move.
First time meeting her,
Boom.
no problem. Like I know Rachel K. Ing is like Kevin Tool.
Rachel's out of here.
I told you.
Like
Rachel,
I said,
don't leave.
I have no judgment about eating ass, but just for everyone out there to know, there's a lot of bacteria down there. Whether it's
Oh my god. I need an exit for this conversation. I'll be back.
this is a post-shower king.
Oh
okay? You
my
gotta
Well,
be-
yeah. Post shower
Yeah.
activities are the
First
best.
date, you have
And
no
not-
idea of her hygiene. She's walking in the fucking heat and humidity of Toronto right now in the summer. In the middle of a park, she just stepped over a log. You're like, you don't know what's dude. That's how you get staph infection.
There could have been a log in her pants for all you know. You know what I'm saying?
How is
There's
this
2 or
first
3
date
things I
move?
would do on that date before that move, but
yeah. Talk about
That's what I'm
escalation.
saying. You know, they used to ask if you kiss on the first date. This guy is like taking it to the next level.
Dude, he's amazing. And then he's
I
like,
mean,
then after that was 4 hours. I took another girl out, like on a totally other end of the town. You know,
I hope he brushed his teeth first.
Wait,
Yeah, I hope so, too.
Dwayne, I mean, I'm not going to elaborate. Whatever, ass men want to eat, yeah, they can go for it if they're into the same sex or multiple sexes or people that are female that don't gender identify. Yeah, whatever you want.
So,
It's all
so
good.
then he's like, I took the next girl out. Now check this out. This girl, I'm gonna be honest, she has brain damage. I'm like, what? It's like she has some brain damage. I'm like, well, is she like mentally challenged or is she okay? Well, she kind of like slurs. She was in a bad accident and then she's a limp. And she has some trauma with some sexual assault in her childhood. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Don't tell me you ate her ass. He's like, I ate her ass too.
Oh my God, this guy's a legend.
I'm like, dude, yo, God bless you, man.
God damn.
18 years old.
Nice, man. That's crazy.
I'd say he's a little obsessed.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got an issue going on.
Yo,
Yeah.
he doesn't. I need to meet this guy. I need to shake his hand. That's incredible.
Then the next
He's eating-
guy, it was this Filipino guy, and he's like a little old. He's 22, 23.
Oh, they don't give a shit. They do everything. They'll toe fuck
Well,
somebody. They don't
well,
care.
The conversation came about like first dates, and I was like telling them like, yeah, when I was 19, I would pick them up and take them to dinner, and make out behind a coffee shop or something, like whatever a 19-year-old does. But he's like, oh, what I do is I take them to the aquarium, and it's one of our tourist things here. We have Ripley's, believe it or not, aquarium. It's this beautiful big aquarium. I take him to the aquarium, then I take him to Amsterdam Brew House, and then I take him to Center Island. I'm like, bro, that's like a $400 first date. He's like, yeah.
Oh,
Then one, he's like, then I fuck him in the park in Center Island. I'm like, but for $400, you could have got the nicest hotel room downtown, bought a bottle of champagne, and still had $50 left for chicken wings.
seriously. But you're gonna bone down on a broad for $400. Tell him,
It's true.
DDLD. Tell him.
Yeah, you're going to give her a proper Rogerin for $400 is what I'm saying. That's the way I look at it. Better for $400.
Next time somebody talks about eating ass, Joe, can you play your Boom Chicka Wawa music?
No, for real though. Real men eat ass.
I wasn't there yet. Hold on. All right, one more time, Dave.
Yeah, no, real men eat ass for sure.
It's not working. There it goes. There you go.
Yeah, but do you just lick around the hole and lick the hole, or do you like suck and like try to push your tongue in there?
Oh, that might be a little too much.
Oh, now you got a line?
Yeah, now we got to draw a line.
You're offended by Kevin's question.
No, I'm not offended. I'm
Oh.
just saying, for me personally, like I didn't even have to think about it. Like you might accidentally suck some shit in your mouth, if you're not careful.
So here it goes. Like for 1 second, he's like, well, I never. And he's grabbing his pearls. And then suddenly, this motherfucker just.
Spit on it. So that's the devil's lube. That's what they call that.
By the way, Mr. Clean, just tonight in that movie, what's it called? You are so not invited to my bar mitzvah. There's a line in there, and he's like looking at his daughter's bat mitzvah dress, and he's like, yeah, that's a good one. I like the dress. 23 skidoo, buy it. So
23 skidoo.
Yeah.
So you watched that? Was that movie terrible?
No, it's a cute movie, but not for. I mean, I liked it. It wasn't like ha 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 or anything. It was like a cute teenager movie.
I tried to watch last night. We were watching. So it might have been during COVID. I don't remember, but there was a Hulu movie called Vacation Friends with John Cena, and like him and his girlfriend are at some hotel, and this other couple comes there, and they're fucking insane. They're making margaritas rimmed with fucking cocaine and shit.
There we
And
go.
So it was a fun, stupid movie. So last night, part 2 drops, like Vacation Friends 2 on Hulu. So we decided to watch it. It was dumb as fuck. Like it's like they took the characters from the first one and just amped everything up, and it insulted my intelligence. So I went to bed.
Yeah.
That's all I was telling you.
Did you watch that movie Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler?
Yeah, I saw
watched it
that.
a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought that was a great movie.
I
Yeah,
don't remember.
it was good fun. Oh, you know what I saw a few nights ago? I saw Strays.
Oh, what'd you think?
I liked it. It was good. Did I think it was brilliant and amazing? No, but it was good entertainment. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I had Berner and I were messaging, he messaged me something, and I was like, all right. I was like, I'm going to, I'm about to, how did I say? I think I just said, I'm going to see Strays. And he was like, oh, you're getting a new dog? And I thought he was just trying to be funny, but I get out of the movie and then we're messaging. He was like, oh, a movie. I thought you went to go look at Strays to adopt a new
Stray
dog.
Yeah, well, you know, I know you saved animals, so I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
this guy's probably going to the pound or something, and he's gonna like pick up another dog. Dude,
You know what's interesting? Dave was talking about eating ass, and Margie left. And if you listen quietly, you can hear a faint buzzing sound. In the
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Good one.
That's for later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I don't know. I don't know about sex toys and stuff. I'll be honest. Like the most I've ever used is one of those little bullets.
Oh, the butt plug. Yeah.
No, not the butt plug. It's like a little.
everything,
Dave is like, oh yeah, the butt plug. Yeah, we all use those. Yeah.
You know those little silver bullets? It's like a little
Yeah.
vibrator.
Oh.
I use that. It felt great for me. I've yet to use it with a lady, but
Oh, it worked
Oh
great
my
on you.
God.
So
No.
I've never tried sex toys because I don't know like where it's gonna go. Like, what do you buy? Like, you're gonna buy like sort of like penis, right? And then it's like, what is this saying? Like that one is not enough.
No,
And
you
then,
don't
like-
need toys and shit like that, dude. If your fingers and your tongue work, you don't need toys and all that shit. Because see, I had a. Oh no, don't do that.
This is worthy of solo. Go ahead.
Don't do that shit. No, see, you have to learn. See, when you have a little wiener, you have to learn how to excel in other areas. You know what I'm saying?
You have one wiener? Is that what you're
Uh-huh.
saying?
I mean, probably. I don't know.
Margie left the chat.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I don't know. I've seen like in porn, like there's one
Yeah.
dildo you stick on the wall.
What the hell?
And then the girl's having a hell of a time on both ends. And I'm like, oh man, like this, I kind of feel inferior here. And then how long before she takes that dildo and then she's like, suck it, you know, like, and you're in the moment. Next thing you know, you're like, yes, baby. And then you're like, I kind of like this. Next thing you know, you're like, hey, Paul, I don't know what you're doing on Thursday night, but
I think any dildo that doesn't vibrate is a waste of time.
Kevin agrees.
yeah.
Right? And I also think
Yeah, and also like all these whips and tying
only
her up.
one good vibrating dildo. And I also think that they could replace men in my case.
Oh shit!
Sorry. I'm
She's
just
trying
saying.
to say we're inferior.
No, I just think that women, like, seriously, like, is that horrible to say? Okay, fine. I'm great. I
No
made
one's
it on.
saying anything. We're just listening. It's fine.
That's how
You
men.
You guys
feel
are all
about-
weird. You guys
Out
are
of a
all
woman's ass,
weird.
everything's okay.
You guys were
That's how
talking
men
about
feel
eating
about
ass.
the fleshlight too. It's like
And
all
when I
the
say
outside
anything,
of a
you guys all
woman
get
is the
quiet.
opinions.
We're listening. No one's judging you, Margie. We're just listening. I promise you.
I
No
am.
one's
I'm just not judging her out loud. That's all.
See? Dave's judging
And
me.
I don't know
I'm not.
why, but the comment chats on my
Yeah, stop.
StreamYard are not caught up. They
No, it
stopped.
stopped. You got to look on your phone now.
What do you
They
mean?
stopped a
Just
few minutes
refresh,
ago, so I
refresh.
can't highlight any.
You have to
new
refresh.
What?
Just refresh the page.
Okay, I'll disappear too. Then I'll be back.
All right.
And then there was 4.
Oh,
So anyway, so
See,
about eating
we're
ass,
telling
right?
us
No,
bullshit.
I'm kidding.
I'm telling you, with modern women, we don't need you guys. We got a dildo, a vibrating dildo, and you're good to go. And it's just easier.
That's what I'm saying. The fleshlight is all the upside of a woman with none of the opinions that annoy the shit out of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to ask it where it wants to go to dinner, and it says it doesn't care
It
until we
is
pick a
annoying.
place,
All that's annoying. See?
and then all of a sudden they have opinions again.
Yeah.
You know,
Am I the
AI is
only
gonna
guy
come.
who doesn't use like a hand lotion when they want to whack off?
What? What did you just say? I missed that. Sorry.
I always see this thing in movies where the guy's like about to please himself and he uses hand lotion. He's like, all right, now we're gonna have a good time. And he has lotion. I'm like, what's all the lotion for?
Can I ask you a question? Are you guys
Yeah.
particular? Are you particular about the type of lotion you use?
I don't fucking use lotion.
It's no lotion.
No lotion?
a
Lotion
movie
for what?
thing. I
Are
think.
you talking for
think he's
your
right.
face and body, Margie, or
No, I'm talking
No,
about.
I mean a
getting
specific
the
part of
job
your body.
done.
Yeah.
You don't need any kind of lubricant to get the job done. Is that what you're saying?
no?
I don't.
Wow.
I think that is like a. I think Kevin's right. It's mostly a movie thing.
Like
Yeah.
how? I mean, look, I'm
Okay,
gonna just
that's
put it
good
out
to know.
there for women to know. I'm pretty sure I have like a pretty normal penis, and I think what the movie is saying is like there's no foreskin, right? So like you use the foreskin unless you were circumcised to the fucking groin. Like you're not gonna need lotion. The foreskin is like a fleshlight.
I wouldn't know.
You don't have any foreskin
No.
at all.
Oh my God.
What do you
is
mean
that?
at all? It's either removed or it's not. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
you don't take part of it away. Yeah.
Wait, is he not? I don't even know if I'm circumcised now.
They left a little bit. They left a little bit.
Hold on a second. Like when you're erect, the foreskin is all back. Like there's no like thing covering your penis, right? Yeah.
There's nothing covering when I'm not either.
It's never covered.
So you have no turtleneck at all.
No.
No.
Even
no.
when
Oh
you're
my
totally
God.
That's
living.
called circumcised.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I'm not circumcised.
No. You must not be.
Sounds like it comes in handy though, in Kevin's case.
Back in my day when I was born, post World War II, the doctors all just started doing it de rigueur. These days now, parents have to make the decision. Like I don't think anybody even asked my parents. They just did it, right? But
What did you say? World War II? The war
the
post.
post World War II, the doctors who came out of there.
Can you
Yeah,
Can you imagine what it was like then? Can you imagine what it was like post Revolutionary War era? Joe, why don't you tell us?
Fuck yourself.
No,
You know,
wait,
while
wait,
we're
wait.
talking
Hold on,
about
guys.
fucking yourself, fuck yourself, Dave.
No, you
That's
guys
all
are
I'm
wrong
saying.
because I've seen porn, and the men have the same, not the size. Of course, theirs is fucking gigantic, but the same characteristics as mine. And I know I'm circumcised. My mother told me. Plus, I have the little scar. So I am. So I don't know what the
Oh my
fuck kind of crazy ass alien penises you guys have. Mine is fully normal. I am circumcised. I got no fucking thing covering it. But you guys must have a little bit of skin on the sides. Or
This
it
is
just raw
crazy.
penis?
Yeah, it's just there.
It sounds like you got a botched circumcision.
It does.
No, mine looks just like the
You're-
porn stars.
You're going to be on that TV show Botched.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. They tried to get like a half off deal on you. And
Oh my God.
Yo, when I
And
come
the
to
problem
Philadelphia-
is if Burner's on there, half the show is going to be blurred.
no, clean. I'm gonna send you a picture. Of
Oh
it.
shit!
I'm
I
not
send
going
it to
to.
DDLD. He can report. I don't
No,
want
I'll
to.
send it to anybody. I don't
Send
give
it
a
to
shit. I'm not
Margie.
self-conscious.
She-
Dude, I'm gonna
Margie,
send you a picture.
Yeah,
of
send
my
it to
dick.
me.
Send it
I'll
to
send
Margie.
it to all 5 of you. I'll take it out right now. I'm not gonna go down like this.
we
Yo,
finally
Horrible.
broken Kevin. All you had to do was tell him he has a fucked up rod.
Highlight,
You guys
highlight,
didn't even tell me that. I
highlight
came to my
Aram's
own
comment,
realization.
clean.
Okay, here.
Highlight Aram's comment.
When the stream is over, backstage, I'll turn my head. You can show Margie.
Oh, he laughed. He's very upset.
He's had it. See, you told him his junk was fucked up.
Oh,
And now he's
man,
all
funny.
upset.
I was
Way to
joking.
go. Way
So
to go.
this is weird. When I refreshed, it updated the chat comments, but it stayed stuck again. It hasn't updated since then. So
Yeah.
so
I just
I'm not
looked at
sure
my
if I'm
phone.
going to be able to highlight chat comments anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
come
that's
back.
fine.
Come back, Dave. Okay,
He's
there you go.
back.
Dave, I never left. Are you drunk already?
It was. It might be.
Oh my God.
Drunk already?
Wait, what? I'm getting feedback.
She's not only drunk, she's on a delay.
Wait, you're delayed,
Were
Margie.
you asking if I was drunk already?
Dave was. He's out of line. You know, I think he's a very rude person. I don't know why he asked you that.
Marcus loves me, and that's all that matters.
It's true. He's drunk too.
I love you too, Marcus.
Oh, did you see how she did that like a true love? She was like, "I love you too." Marcus."
But dude, when I'm
She moved her
erect,
head like that.
my penis is like a cartoon of a
Oh
penis.
Jesus Christ!
It's like a caricature. It's so like it's just like a standard issue comic book penis. You know, just straight line.
What comic books are you looking at, Kevin? There's
It's
penises.
called
in it.
hentai.
Hentai.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, it's a really interesting series, you know.
Me and Venaris Radari or Visaris.
This is true.
What's his name? Venereal.
Venereal something.
Derek.
Vaginosis rigatoni.
Yeah.
He's great. I'm gonna do a stream with him. I'm gonna reach out and ask him. Like him. He's great. He knows a lot about perfume.
Rachel has done 2 of her podcasts, which are also recorded on YouTube.
Oh, she did one with him. Yes.
Yeah, she's did 2 with him.
How cool would it be to have? What does he go by? Anyways, I call him Derek and Anoush, like on one stream, because they both have like a lot of like. I think he knows a lot about the distribution and the history and the brands and stuff. I think that would be a good collab.
Yeah, he seems like a very knowledgeable.
Don't try to beat me to it, Clean. I'm gonna have it on my stream.
Oh shit!
Go for it.
Okay.
He already texted
him. Step Clean. You know?
Margie, he already texted.
No, you get
Already
the
what?
Dereks, I get the Marcuses.
Well,
There
you
you go.
don't get the Marcuses because he's not here.
Marcus is a dick tease.
I mean, he's not
That's
on
what
the
we've learned.
stream anyway.
He's a
He
stream
is a dick tease. Marcus is kind of a dick tease.
Well, right now, I think Kevin's being the dick tease.
He is.
Yeah, I agree with
I think
that.
he's trying to send us the picture right now.
He's investigating.
Really, I think you should let the woman check and make sure.
Kevin's inner monologue
Yeah.
right now is, "I'll show you fucking."
We
guys
need
right now."
Milena to
You know?
tell us what the situation is down.
Hold on. I'm gonna draw a picture for Clean.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! This ought to be interesting.
So Joe, what were you up to today?
Not much. We went up to.
Thanks for hosting, Margie.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
We went up to a place called Conshohocken and we had lunch. And then that was pretty much it, man. We didn't really do
Nice.
anything and came back home and that was that. And I jumped on here.
Very
Well, it
cool.
was a late lunch actually. It was like 4, something like that. But
Nice. Chill.
nothing too exciting.
Okay, Clean. I sent you the picture.
Oh shit!
Why did you send it to me?
I drew it.
This ought to be great.
Oh,
And the way that he's laughing is what the oh, it's drawing it in real time. There's a vein. He's got
Oh
green veins.
my god. What is happening?
So he's got like an avatar blue cock. All right. That cleared
That's
it
a normal
all up.
looking one, right?
Well, I mean, blue and green veins is not exactly normal, but all right. You know?
Oh my.
I'm gonna go out and come back one more time, see if it
What?
fixes the chat. If not, I'll
Is
have
something
to,
happening with the chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
have to do it again.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, mine's
eternal.
not
Let it have its shell.
Your chat's not working? Are you not getting the chat
Nah,
feed?
it's not updating at all.
I'm getting it.
I have to look at my phone. Let me see if I refresh and come back in. Let's see.
Must31 says it's too short, Kevin.
I will not
Oh
deny.
my god.
Okay, let's see. So the chat is current right now, but I have a feeling it's going to be stuck again. So it's current on my laptop. It's scrolling through like normal, but on my StreamYard, it's not doing shit. Oh,
With the
Must
comments
wants me
you're
to be
saying?
gone longer. Yeah, it's not catching up. So I won't get to put up all the great chat comments.
So
after
you
this.
can't put them up? Is that what you're saying?
I can put them up, but it stops. Like the chat is only current through just a few seconds
Oh.
ago now, and it's not adding to it. So I'm not going to be able to add any new chat comments.
Gotcha.
Makes
But
sense.
look, here's the thing I don't get about this. Look, all of our names are up there now, but they weren't up there before, and sometimes it just puts them up randomly. I don't understand why.
Nobody
doesn't-
cares, Clean. Nobody cares. Oh, there's Joe. He's back. It's
I
fine.
care. I want the
Well,
names
you
to
need
see.
to let me be able to. I could put the comments up if I had some access to do that, like you have on my channel.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit just hit the fan.
I'm looking on my phone. My chat's dead again too. So I apologize, Must31, that you were insulting me and I can't see it. I'm sure.
So-
I
I'm
can
pissed.
call them.
It's weird. That maybe it's a random thing with certain devices right now. with the chat.
Aw.
Yeah, it
So-
like it caught up to when I came back and then it stopped. But my phone.
Exactly. That's what's happening in my StreamYard. But see, I'm running it also on my laptop on Chrome and it's working there. But on my iPad system, it's dead.
Well,
Well,
I'm
do you
on
think
Chrome
it's your
on my
internet
computer's
connection?
not working.
I don't know. That's weird. I have no idea.
So what's the last comment you guys are seeing?
I see.
When
Must31
When I last
longer.
refreshed, it was Must31 saying longer, clean, longer.
That's what I got
Okay.
too.
Because I see Fernando Soto
Me
and
too. I see
Kevin.
Fernando.
And Kevin should be right
And
underneath that, right?
Yeah, I see those
So
on my laptop. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm
Kevin, and I see Kevin Conwell is asking for shoe of the day.
I
Margie.
know, but here's what happened today.
do you have wait, could you show us
I
foot of the day if you're not wearing shoes?
no, I'm wearing shoes, but I chipped my nail polish on my shoe. On my
Oh, that's okay. These horny guys in the chat don't care. They don't care.
I like the
Not
Dave
very
calling
cute.
guys
They're
in
not
the
very
chat
cute.
horny.
You like
wait.
what?
Before
I
I,
like
do
the-
that, oh my god,
Oh.
I got the thing in. I got the little.
I
That's
don't
what
know
she
what
said.
anyone is saying because
I
every time
ordered a
Joe
mount.
talks, Margie talks. What?
I
What
ordered
is
a
it?
mount for my perfume.
I still don't
You
know.
don't remember, Clean, what I told you I was gonna get? The little step thing, the little
Yeah.
step thing.
Yeah.
The furry step thing. I have that.
Yeah.
Should I open it up? Oh, let me see. I'm gonna open it up.
Put her full screen. Give her the stage.
Wait, hold on. Don't do it yet.
Joe,
I
what
got-
were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say that it was strange that Dave was calling the men in the chat horny with the context that he brought up earlier. Disgusting, degenerate. That's all.
What?
Nothing.
No, it's facts, man. Everybody knows it. I don't have to repeat it. I said it 35 times.
You did say it quite a bit. I agree.
I think it's ingrained in everybody's brain. Now
It
they
is
know.
Now, I don't
Now they
think
know.
anyone here- no one leaves the chat here tonight or the stream tonight.
They
Not-
peel back the curtain. They go right from the vag past the taint right to the ass.
right there. Yeah, they're
There
just
you
going
go.
right in like a
You
champ.
just
I love
Yeah.
Amazon.
You guys have no skin at all when you're
Oh
flat.
my god.
There,
Not even a little bit.
there is no extra skin. As
No.
flaccid as I get is just
oh.
It's just
So
there.
You
It's
couldn't
just the
hold the
shaft.
skin and hide your penis.
What?
Not really.
no.
You don't try and do that,
I
Kevin.
have to put it together.
No, there is no excess skin that I could forcibly slide over.
I think we just learned that Kevin likes to play peekaboo with his helmet when no one else is around.
Yo, I
What?
think I have a Persian circumcision.
Yo,
This is
something.
gonna take
Yeah,
a
I
little.
think you're botched.
Kevin, are you botched? Okay, guys, so look what I got from Amazon. It's a little stool. It's like a little stool, and you can.
It's like a Tribble from Star Trek.
It does kind of look like that.
It's if a Tribble were a stool.
It's furry. Anyways, I have to put it together, so this is not going to be it. I'll have to do this another time.
How hard could that be to put together, though? It should be easy,
Okay,
right?
let's see. Well, we're gonna find out.
While she's putting it together, how about the? Are we? Kevin, are you drawing another penis?
Yeah, he probably is.
I'm googling limp penis.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
I like
Why
that
don't you
he acts
Google
that's not
botched
already in his history.
circumcision?
Dude,
Here's
mine
the
looks
thing about that.
exactly like this.
Let's
then
see.
what is the extra?
I don't know. I can't show. No,
Can-
fuck you guys. You guys don't know what I'm saying, or I'm saying it wrong. I just Googled like a scientific picture showed up. And it's exact same.
Okay, show us.
No,
No,
I can't.
can't show that on here. Why don't you Google botched circumcision
Oh,
what you find.
yeah.
and see if there's a picture of your cock on there?
No.
Giving Oda jokes like straight gold right now.
You are.
No edits required.
They don't really know how to edit over there anyway, so that doesn't matter.
There,
No,
you know what
I
I
don't have
picture
any
Oda
botched-
jerks
No, I
as
don't
being?
have that. No way.
Oda jerks are a bunch of lazy freaking guys that have no life.
Actually, they're not just guys. There's females that are over there too.
How do you
Well,
know?
They're freaking lazy.
Huh?
Well, I know there was a female moderator that
There still
not-
is. There still is a couple over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Really?
It so does not seem like a chick thing to troll like.
Yeah.
such
You'd
a
be
dude.
surprised though. You'd be surprised though because there are people that are jealous of the popular females in Fragcom. Like they display, they display that for everybody to see. So you could kind of figure out, like if you've been around long enough, you could kind of figure out who would be doing something like that. So
Wait, so you're saying that you think there's people that we know in this community that are over
1000% we know them.
Really?
1000%.
No way.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
If any of those females are posting about me, you need to let me know.
Oh, I don't know that much, but I know there are, yeah, absolutely 1000%. Yes.
Let's see how this works. This is my experiment.
So the stool is here, but see now this all came from Shoe of the Day. Now she'll have a place to put her foot on.
That's right. Also, the phrase "the stool is here" is a common thing that Dave cries out while he's eating a woman's ass.
What? Oh wait.
What? I missed part of
The
what you
stool
said.
is here.
That was good. That was good. I like that. And I like the fact that that you brought up you tied in a joke that was somewhat said earlier. That was very well calculated and planned.
He's trying to say you lifted his own material.
That's what we do. That's what we
No,
do.
I did not. I said that was perfect. That was like a fucking comedy skit right there. That was beautiful.
Well, I missed the humor, I guess.
I got it.
I actually didn't even hear what you said, so that's why.
Look
Don't
what I
look
have.
into the light.
Dave,
hell
do
have
you
you got
have
now?
one of these?
Holy shit.
This
I
is a
have
soft
yeah,
one.
I have
You're
two
all
of them.
professional.
You
Yeah.
would think
But look
she's
at-
in Hollywood.
I don't have the thing, so I had to like.
Oh, what happened to the covers?
Guess what
Margie,
I
are you
did?
shooting porn in that room? It's so
No!
professional.
There we go.
Stop it!
You have a gaffer?
No, I threw away.
Huh.
I accidentally threw away the cover. Yeah, I didn't know it was the cover, and I threw it away.
Oh,
Anyway.
She doesn't have a gaffer, but she has a best boy.
I have a what?
Hit the drums, DDLB.
Oh my god! Stop it. Okay, wait. Let's see how this works, guys and girls.
So much foreplay to see a fucking shoe.
No,
Yeah.
this is the thing. I want to do more shoe of the day, but
No one
okay.
wants to
So
small
wait,
play, I just
how do
look
we do
down.
this, Clean?
I don't know. Let's see.
Every time,
Just-
every
just-
time he struggles with this.
Oh, that shows way too much. Way too much. Okay. Don't judge. Okay, but here are my shoes I'm not super excited about today.
There.
But these are my shoes tonight. Oh wait,
Oh
that
yeah,
doesn't,
the square heel.
no, it doesn't really work because these are like, how do I get this to show more? Hold on, don't leave. Sorry.
Wait, I suppose everybody would prefer the solo.
Okay. How about this? Okay, ready?
There.
No?
Yeah.
I don't
What do you
The
mean?
way that
There?
looks. I
There.
should have practiced before.
Oh no.
Oh my God, Kevin!
Don't
That's
stop.
horrible. You're horrible, Kevin.
He's not
Okay,
cracking off.
here.
He's just trying to get
This is
away from
better.
the skin that surrounds it.
Yes.
Here's my shoes.
All right.
Is that better?
Very good. SOTD. Shoe of the day.
These are not
Thank-
super sexy shoes,
Thank
but
you.
next time, I'll have my sexy shoes on.
Wait, but
What?
but Margie, you know.
I'll also tell you how you can damage your arches. Nobody ever anticipated something like high-heeled shoes. They're dangerous, they're hurtful, and they work to destroy what nature has taken millions of years to create.
I disagree.
Is that guy like the Archie Luxury of this?
Yes. Yeah, I should see if I can find more of him.
He's pretty cute.
Oh, I did add something else today. So
What?
I might cut this into some other stuff, but I was watching one of my
How do I do
former Scientologist streams, the big one, called Growing Up in Scientology, from AA Ron, he goes by. This is the AA Ron guy. And he started talking about drama in YouTube. So here's a clip. I thought everybody in Frightcom.
There's what's
could
interesting
relate.
about our community, our viewership community. Drama does not work on these channels because that's not what our audience watches us for. There's plenty of other YouTube genres where drama works very well. And a lot of this drama I'm aware of because I watch YouTube news channels that talks about it. So like, you know, in the comedy world, you had Brendan Schaub and Bobby Lee had a whole thing. If you're in the comedy world and you know, then you know. And if you don't know, you don't know. But that drama was so good for all of the channels. It's not even funny. In the beauty community, there was like, was it Tati Westbrook? And oh my God, I'm embarrassed I even know these people's names. What was it? Who were those guys? Anyway, it doesn't even matter. In the beauty world, there's the makeup world, the fashion world. There's all those channels had some drama that was so good for all of the channels. I know people are laughing that I said the word beauty community. You guys know. The LawTube community has actually had a bunch of drama. And that's another community where I think their channels don't like the drama. Their viewers don't like the drama. Drama is actually not good, meaning creator on creator drama is actually not good for the SPTV channels. The viewers do not like it. It is not tasteful. It's a distraction from what we do. And I've engaged in it a little bit, but like I said, it was targeted. It was surgical. People can go, hey, you're just making excuses for yourself. And I guess that I am, but you know, hey, we all have our blind spots. We all have our biases. Despite the fact that I've criticized some in instances, you guys who watch my channel know I've never let my channel become that's what my channel is. And it's also one of the reasons I'm not going to say this guy's name, because then he'll do something like this isn't going to become a drama channel.
Exactly.
So
You're afraid
yeah.
to say anything because then you don't want repercussions or like, you know.
So he and other Scientologists, they now call themselves SPTV. It's a Scientology term for these former Scientologists. And yeah, and I think it's true for their stream, for what they do. Drama is not good if it happens between one another, because everybody wants to see them being united in this, you know,
against the Scientology. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the drama,
That makes
their drama is towards Scientology, shouldn't be towards one another.
Can you?
But he was like, but boy, he's like, drama really does work in other communities.
It does. Absolutely.
And so
And you see it everywhere. In every community you see it.
It does
Yeah.
for a while. Like, so a friend of mine is part of the old shock jock community, right? And they've been having this ongoing war. Like, I mean, they were pulling, like when they would go live, there would be 2,000 people watching and the super chats were coming in like crazy. But what happens is it starts to have diminishing returns because people get bored and then they start to cannibalize themselves. So then the people who were on teams before are now fighting with each other because they don't know what else to do. It's like all we have is drama. All we have is shit talking, and then they don't know where to go with it. So they start attacking the people who they used to get along with. But I'm watching now, like now they go live and there's 400 people. So it starts to die off because there's nothing else to it. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
it is. So yeah, I mean, I could see it to a degree, but from everything I see, it's just a short-term business model that eventually is going to burn the fuck out. You know.
Here. I definitely wanted to get this out here. I know I've talked about this backstage several times, but let's talk about it now. Can you imagine what the live streaming community could be like? This kind of subgenre of Fragcom, the live stream community could be like if everybody could coexist. Now, before I let you think about that, I just want to say I'm not suggesting that everybody has to be friends, right? Because there's a fine line. But I'm saying if everybody can find a way to get along, could you imagine how cool it would be to see people that you would never think would be on the same screen together would be able to coexist in that type of setting? How great that would be. I think that a coming together would have a tremendous impact. I've talked about this with several different people too. And I guarantee you, if something like that were to happen, the first night that happened, there would be hundreds of people watching. Hundreds.
And then that would be it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that would. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah,
that
but
would work, Dave, if there was any talent in this community.
Yeah.
Like I would say the most entertaining people in the whole fragrance corner that we're in here. Honestly, I think they're all on stream right now. I think it's DDLD, Margie, and Clean.
Yep.
We've said this many times. You guys, Dave, no, he's not the most entertaining. Sorry, no, he's not.
Stop
But
it.
like, he's a good guy, but he's not like a showstopper.
He is entertaining.
Right? But fucking Margie and Clean together are like magic.
That is so sweet, Money. Thank you.
well,
We're like Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah. Well, who else are you gonna bring on?
Abbott
Like,
and
what, you want
Costello.
Fat Boy here? You want Jeremy here? What the fuck is Jeremy gonna talk about with us? You want
no,
want
I'm not talking about that.
LTG
You guys know
here?
exactly.
Yeah,
there's
we
there's
know.
definitely
We know.
two people that come to my mind instantly that I would love to see
That you would love to see on live stream?
together and get along and get along.
Let me think about it.
You want me to say it? I'll say it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's okay with Clean. Clean knows where I'm going.
I have no idea where.
All right.
No.
I would love to see Joey Cannoli and Dan get along on a stream. I would love to see that. I hope one day
That would be
can happen and put the whole thing to rest, because I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it, nor am I
What
ashamed.
about me and Joey Cannoli?
I think you're all good people. I get along very well with Joey. Joey's a good dude. He really is. I know there's things, and I've told him to his face, there's things that I personally don't agree with, but as humans, we're not always going to agree 1000% of the time anyway. You know, just in a relationship perspective.
What shit are you on right now, bro? What are you talking about, dude?
I
All the
would
streams suck. You put two shit streams together, they're both gonna suck even harder. What the fuck? This guy thinks he's putting together like Tupac and Biggie or something.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
Melly's stream sucks.
Personalities. No, it's not about that. I think that, like Dave was
Joey's
saying,
stream
entertain
sucks
people.
too.
What's
that's fine. You can have your own opinion. That's fine. But I'm just saying.
It's not an opinion. It's objective. Both those streams suck.
I think he's talking
Sorry,
all
sorry.
about
This stream
personalities,
My
entertainment.
stream sucks. It'll be entertaining for the 30 people that watch them, but that's it.
There was,
but the difference is Dan gets, for this community, Dan gets the best views. He
What,
always
90
has.
people? Other people get 30, 40. You get 50. You have 130 subscribers. Think about that. You have 130 or 40 subscribers. You get 40, 50, 60 people. He gets what? 20, 30 more than you, and he has 40. I'm not even trying to knock him. I'm just talking facts here. Yes, he's entertaining for us because we're on the inside joke. But anybody else who, dude, I show it to my friends, and they have my sense of humor, right? They're open to things. They're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, this is nothing to me. This is like, it's irrelevant to me. It's a different universe. No one's gonna watch this shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you have 144 subs and you pull 60 people. That's that sub to interaction ratio is sick. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's what, I was talking the other day, like if a year from now, if I continue to do my stream and a year from now, I'm pulling the same numbers, I would never fucking continue doing it. Like, these numbers are, that's just not, I'm not here. And I'm not, it's kind of weird because I'm not trying to be like some kind of YouTube personality, but if what I was doing never grew an audience and never resonated with the people that other than the ones we all know, because we all share the same fucking audience, like here.
Yeah.
Well,
And if it never grew beyond that, why would I take time out of my week? It's not a social hour. I can go out and have friends. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, if I was going to invest my time, I'd like it to
can I say something?
Evolve,
Joe, you're already posed to do bigger numbers than that, because, and I like that you do current events and you talk about current events and movies and things that draw bigger, more viewers. So you're like totally poised. Did I say poised?
You said poised.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Okay.
What?
You're
You sound
totally
smart, Margie.
Stop
You
it.
said poised.
Okay, just making sure. You're totally poised to do that and to pull those big numbers. And I've seen it because I watch other channels that kind of have, similar vibe, and you're in conversation about current events. Yes, that's going to pull a lot of numbers for sure.
Well, because like I look at it like this: if you come across, like, okay, if you stumbled across my stream somehow, right? And you go, oh, they're talking about John Wick. Well, you might know John Wick.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about the crazy plane lady. Oh, I saw that video.
Of course.
If you stumble across a stream and it's just people sitting there shit talking other people in Fragcom, who gives a fuck about that? That doesn't resonate with anybody. That's not going to pull in an audience. It's not going to do a goddamn thing for you.
Yeah.
You're just going to remain stagnant in this fucking community.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that makes sense.
And that's why, like, I'm saying, like, if I'm going to take time, because, I spend throughout the week as we lead up to my stream, I'm making graphics to pop up and I'm making assets and shit. If I'm going to spend my time to do that, I'd like it to somewhat grow, you know what I mean, to do something. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be like a year from now, if I was still, going live and it was still the same numbers I'm pulling now, there's just no way I would invest my time,
Right.
I don't mean that in a
the
dickish
fragrance
way.
community can do, honestly, the best thing the fragrance community can do is what Eugene did, or what TLT.
Amazing. I agree.
You get a small hardcore following and make a fragrance and sell it, or you get like 100,000 subs and you get a bunch of sponsors to like promote their fragrances. I don't knock their hustle.
I agree. Absolutely. What Eugene has done.
Otherwise, if you think you're going to make a stream that is approachable dude, nobody cares about fragrances at all. Nobody cares.
When you look at, so you brought up, I think it was Joe brought up an interesting point. You were talking about ratios before. Just think about some of these guys and women too. I said guys kind of as a general term, but when you think about it, some of these guys, they're pulling in hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? But look at the views though. Even if you have, if you have 300,000 subs, and even if one of your videos has 15,000 views, that's still, to us, it's like, wow, that has 15,000 views. But when you dig deeper, it's like, well, you should have at least 75 to 85,000 views on a video then. Right. If you have that many subs. That just goes to show you too.
All YouTube.
But that just shows you too that, number one, not everybody's going to watch, not everybody's going to watch every single video. Not everybody thinks that they need to watch every single video. The other thing is too, is somebody could create a, account, they watch YouTube for a little while and then they get bored, but that account is still active.
Right.
There's a lot of that too.
Are you talking about just Fragcom or all of YouTube?
No, really all in general, because there's a guy I watch, his name is Jeremy Sears. and or Sires, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he has like 500,000 subs, and he does a live stream. He does live streams also, I think, once a week. Now his live streams can pull anywhere between 300 to 500 viewers. Now, when you think about viewers, you're like, wow, that's a lot. But when you look at the sub count, and you're like, damn, this guy's pulling almost 500,000. Now his videos do great. His videos are always above 100,000 views. They're well like 200,000-300,000 views. And all he does, but even for 300 to 500 people, all he does is get up there and he shoots the shit and he's interactive. And people like that because that might be the only interaction with somebody that they get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people dig that. You know,
I really
and he's,
think that,
and he's not talking about anything. He smokes a cigar, he drinks whiskey, he brings his wife on from time to time, but he's so like level-headed and chill that you're like, all right, I could. But for me personally, I sit there for like 20 minutes, maybe 10 to 20 minutes.
What's his channel about?
He covers everything from beard care to grilling to EDC, everyday carry stuff.
Okay,
He
so
does all kinds.
men's channel.
Everyday carry stuff.
Yeah.
What is that? Everyday carry.
Like guns and knives and wallets and stuff like that. And he just covers a bunch of different topics. But
I've seen YouTube channels. Like I saw this black girl who has like an Instagram following of like 20,000, opens up a YouTube channel, makes a live stream. She's got fucking 900 people. I think I sent it to you, Joe.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's sitting on her porch, smoking a cigarette, complaining about her day.
It was
She's
fucking
Are you
insane.
kidding me? I'm so
900
gonna
people
do that.
watching.
I'm gonna
But
start.
that's because
and I'm
she's
gonna do
built this personality that people are interested in, right? They want to know about her day-to-day drama and stuff. But fucking
that. That is brilliant.
talking about fragrances,
It doesn't work.
It's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
We
No,
Well,
and within this community,
love it though.
I
Like,
like.
Yo, Margie's such a cutie pie.
within-
She's trying to get a
What?
word in. Go ahead, say
Within
what
this-
you want to say.
you guys all talk too much. All of you guys talk. Too much.
I'm very.
I don't
didn't say
like this
anything.
competition.
Every time
The
I start,
woman is always supposed to talk more than anyone else. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Right, clean. Uh-oh.
Did Margie just rage quit?
No, she's still here. But no, like Kevin and I, so we're in a group, right? And we will share screenshots of like the most ridiculous fucking live stream, and it's got hundreds of fucking people, and they'll have 200 subs or some shit, right? Because I think, and I mean, it's there. You can look at it for yourself. When you do a fragrance review video, people will watch that. They if they want to know about the new Ralph's Club, they'll go watch that video. But if people are sitting and discussing it for an hour, this community doesn't tune in for it. They just don't.
Yeah.
We see it. So
There's about on a typical day, there's like 40 to 50 people willing to watch live streams, no matter what.
I
they're
guarantee
talking
you,
about
though,
in FrightCon. And on a good day, the other 50 people show up because they're bored or something, and you might then get the 100 people watching Smelly. But mostly throughout all of the FrightCon streams, whether you're really serious about it or you're just fucking around or we barely talk about fragrance, we're seeing like 40 people all the time throughout.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much we're an incestuous group of fucking people. Like that's what this is,
Yo, let's just not get it twisted. For the record, my stream sucks as well. I know I said everyone's stream sucks. My stream sucks the hardest. But yeah, all these streams, Dave, dude, you like all of these people you mentioned, right? They're your friends.
I do genuinely like them.
I used to think like you too, bro. Like 3 years ago, I thought the same way. I was like, yo, what if we combine? Dude,
you know what it
you like Joey, you like Smelly, you like these people, so you think if they got together it'd be so great. It'd be great for you.
No. If they got together one time, and it was a one-off thing, that's great. All I'm saying is it's not even about stream after stream. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a lot of divide that goes on, and it's not any particular person's fault. It's there's many layers to it, but basically what it comes down to is if you associate with this person, that person, that person, I can no longer.
I that gets thrown around a lot, and it's such bullshit to me. I've been backstage with Dan for a long. I've never fucking once heard Dan say that to anybody. I know people claim that, but I mean, on my fucking life, I've never. There's one person, and it was because of a specific incident that occurred. And I do know with Ross, he said something like that. But like all this, I see these other people going, oh, I was told if I come over here. That's fucking bullshit. It's total bullshit. And that same person saying that once said that to us about that same crew. So, I mean, I don't believe that. I've never heard anybody fucking
I'm not
say
talking
that.
about Dan, though.
No, I know what you're.
Okay.
It's the entirety of it all. I understand, but I mean, I'm just clearing up. That gets thrown around so much.
DDLD. Can I
Yes.
make a recommendation to you?
You can.
Do you like true crime?
I do. I feel like a lot of times it gets overdone, but yeah. What is it? A podcast?
No.
It's huge
Like,
on YouTube.
On YouTube, it's massive. Like massive. That's where you see just random chicks, and they like. There's one that just kind of like pops up videos, and she's kind of low budget. She's getting better, but she has like over 600,000 subscribers. She's always pulling like big live streams. People love her. They're doing super chats, and it's just true crime, like whatever's in the news. Like, oh, Lori Vallow, Daybell, you know what I mean, and like all of that. Gannon, that little kid.
So, does the Mathla need a true crime segment?
It's a true crime.
True crime segment.
Speaking of true
And
crime,
I will come and talk to you about it
speaking of
because
true
I'm an
crime,
expert.
here comes the real criminal right now.
Oh my gosh!
Uh-oh.
Hello. I'm
I
finally
love
freaking home. Sorry, I didn't think
Hi.
I was going to be at my
Amanda.
thing so long, but it's
Hi,
great.
Amanda.
What have you been up to?
Wait, before you ask her that question, can I just say
Okay.
on this topic, the reason why all that petty drama exists between our 5 horseshit live streams is because they are horseshit live streams, and there is no currency other than those 40 people that we all stream. There is no money. There is no sponsorships. Nobody wants to be associated with
you're right.
any of them. Well, I'm sorry. I'm in a lower class. So any of those people you're talking about, dude, the only currency is how many people are watching. Of the 50 people we have, do I have 50? They have 30. Yo, your numbers are dropping. My numbers are right. Dude, it's all pointless in the end. All our conversations suck. They're not meaningful conversations. They're not educational, enlightening. They're not even interesting. Honestly, the part that I hate is the only good part, which is the part where they talk about fragrances, where at least people can name something. That's the truth, and that's the part I hate. You know what I like? I like the horse shit. I like when you talk about eating ass and we're talking about circumcised.
Oh my god!
That's what I like.
You know what I mean?
Figure all that. That was
But these live streams, they're all shit. They're all zero. Everyone here sucks, and everyone should be humble and remember that they suck and they're
Yes.
nothing. All of you fucking suck. Me too. I love you guys. Have a great night.
I think I was already humbled before you.
I knew that. I had a feeling that was coming. You know,
Right.
he always
Hey,
drops
we all
bombs
know-
and
we
then
all know when he
leaves.
leaves.
You know, yeah.
It is to the point, though. As I've always said, this community fights with each other over last place in YouTube. It's the dumbest fucking shit I've
Right,
ever
right.
seen.
So DDLD, to that point, because I know I'm jumping in, and I did watch some of the first, but I thought rude because I was at my cousin's out in
Did you see the
Oxford.
ass eating part? Segment
No,
we did a whole segment on
I missed
eating
that,
ass.
and thank goodness I didn't have that on because there were children present. You know, so luckily I didn't. But no, I went out to my cousins and with my family, and we had a great time. So my cousin has pinball machines right in his basement. He collects pinball machines, like arcade games and pinball machines, right? And he watches live streams in the pinball community. And I said, let me ask you a question. On average, how many people are tuning in to these pinball live streams? He's like, oh, depending on the channel, about 500 to 1,000. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you.
1,000?
Let me tell you something. Pinball is so nostalgic for me. I would definitely watch a pinball stream for sure.
Yeah, he said they put their camera like above the
Oh,
pinball
yeah.
machine and do that, right?
I'd be all
So
about
anyways,
it.
is there drama in the chat? And he's like, oh yeah, guess what the drama's about? I had no idea this was a feud. So there is a feud between the actual arcade things,
Oh, and
and the home consoles or whatever you call them.
Oh my
He
God,
has both.
are you
He
kidding me?
has both. Yes, they feud with each other. Like the people who get the arcade units feud with the people who get the home units. I'm like, this is worse bullshit than Frag
Oh
Night.
my!
Like, maybe,
I agree.
maybe.
That's worse for sure.
I
Well, he
know
has
about
both,
that.
and he posted. He's like, I posted a picture one time on wherever of both, and he got so much hate saying like, "Oh, must be nice to have both," and blah blah blah, and all this hate, and saying he was like this, that, the other thing. He's like, I never posted anything again because he got so scared away.
Here's
But
what's
haters.
different about that is if that's their drama, that would be like us having drama about what perfumes you like, which, so
Mhm.
like our drama is, even though we
Yeah.
come from this perfume community, the drama is more personal shit and
in
style.
the live
right?
stream, but I will say before I started the live stream stuff and was watching more recorded videos, I did see a lot of comments of people going at each other about the perfumes they like.
Hmm.
Different
Interesting. Yeah.
By the way,
Actually,
I
Ramsey's
wanted to
stream
live
did
snip
jump
this.
down laws for his perfume choices. So
Amanda has an
I'm
unbox.
dying to smell this, guys. I just got this. Okay, this is the new Sol de Janeiro After Hours, and this is significant because it's the first. I have like all of them. This is their first fall fragrance, and this is supposed to be Midnight Jasmine and Amber Woods. So I'm gonna sniff it right now.
Okay, sniff it. Let us know.
Oh, it's nice.
Sol de Janeiro. They have like. Are you guys familiar with that brand, Sol de Janeiro?
It's
No.
the Bum Bum Cream.
They become
It's all these. All these.
Yes.
I love
They
them as a
have their
brand.
Bum Bum Cream, and it's like this. It's supposed to be like I don't know, it's Bum Bum Cream, so it's kind of
Bum
like
Bum
Yes,
Oh, it's for your ass.
exactly. It's for
Hey,
your
man,
ass.
This is
Exactly.
So you
good.
put that on before, like
I
prior
knew
to
you
getting
were
your.
gonna wake up for that one.
This
Put
is
some
really
Bum
nice.
Bum Cream.
can
Yeah,
you
there
use
we go.
that
Crazy.
when you do the other stuff instead of
This
lotion?
is good. It's kind of
Wait a minute, Mr. Clean has a very important question here. We can't.
Well, we were
Just-
talking about using lotion for other things. Can you use that Bum Bum cream for that?
Come on, kids could be
lotion.
Yeah,
Oh,
does it have a dual purpose?
Are you talking about gentlemen who might need
Yeah.
to use that for a
Well,
moment?
there was a brief conversation if guys actually need it or if that only happens in the movies, and we generally agreed like no. we
What
don't
has
need
your
that.
experience been? Do you gentlemen usually need it?
I've never personally seen anyone need the lotion.
Udo,
You're right,
Udo
it's always
says
in
Bum Bum
movies.
cream has dual use.
Okay, this smells really good. This smells
Bum
really
Bum
good.
cream.
Guess
Amanda
what?
has to
Guess
tell
what
us
else I got? Hot off the press, people. The brand new one. This also just came.
Absolutely.
Lancerdie Rouge Ultime. Now here's one thing that I'm pissed off about.
Oh,
The images of this. Where the hell's my other one? I don't know. Here is it.
hey, Amanda.
Yeah.
Marcus Mandel thinks that you two should hook up.
Me and Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did this happen? When did I miss this? When,
It's a
what?
comment right now. Yeah,
Just
he said
saying
he's
it
a.
now. But
he said
he
he's
also
a
got
porn
really
star.
drunk at a sauna party.
Amanda's just trying to get on here and talk about her perfume.
He said
Yeah, like,
he's a porn star, so he probably has one of those huge wieners.
You know, I
Amanda's
can't
doing
tell-
like
I
what
can't tell
Margie
fully what
usually
he looks
does
like,
and
but
just
he looks
plows in talking
hot.
about perfume.
There
He
you
does
go.
look hot from his
Yeah.
like from what I can tell.
Yeah,
He
see
looks- he
that?
does.
He's good looking. He's
Okay.
got a porn
So
star
here's-
wang.
Oh my
There you
god.
go.
So here's what I'm annoyed with. Okay, so one of my favorite fragrances, L'Interdit Rouge, the original. Now this is a very dark red bottle. The images of this were like bright cherry red, like more like this packaging.
Yeah.
But it's like dark. It's
I
it's
agree.
red.
That needs to be brighter.
It
That's
looks
what
like a clone.
I mean, I love
It's
red bottles,
almost
but that
yeah,
needs to
it's
be
almost
brighter.
okay. So this one is supposed to be, I think, more like orange blossom, but I think there's also like tobacco or something. So we're gonna see.
Okay.
Trying this one too. Okay. Oh my god, I just read my watch. Okay. Okay, so this very similar to the Rouge, but I do.
The Rouge has like some crazy note in there, right? Like
It has a pimento. I feel like.
sesame seed oil or some shit, right?
That's the black one. Has the sesame seed. I think
okay,
the red is the pimento. So
See,
this is
Amanda and Marcy,
really-
you two
Hold on,
totally
I
need
wanna
to
hear this.
stream together and do female frags.
Yes, and Margie, I sent you the link to some jewelry. Did you get that?
Oh, I need to look. I've been so bad. I haven't been on Instagram. I need to go on there.
Well, not only are there necklaces with the, the term that we're called all the time, but there's earrings, bracelets. I mean, we can have the whole
I think I'm going to
seabird.
do the earrings for
Margie,
sure. Okay.
Margie and Amanda, you guys should do a live stream together, because if Fragcom live streams are the bottom of the barrel, you'll be at the top of the bottom of the barrel.
I
Perfect.
think we would. I think we would.
Yeah, I
100%.
think you two would rake in the views.
Joe looks bored.
100%.
I think we'd break
I
the
was supposed to
internet.
respond into something in.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find the notes on this new. Okay, so here's the notes on the new one. Now, look, even on Fragrantica, look how bright red that is.
Yeah,
This
that's
is not. This is bait and switch.
I agree with you. That needs to be brighter.
It smells really good. It is pretty similar. So this one has top notes of Tunisian orange blossom, jasmine sambac, and Tunisian neroli. Yeah, I definitely get that. Mid is Indian tuberose and cacao pod, and base notes are Indonesian patchouli leaf, ambroxan, Haitian vetiver, and tobacco. I'm waiting for the tobacco to come out.
Tobacco, I know. That's what I was like. Do you get the tobacco? Because that's what'll make it kind of.
I'm getting a lot
I
of
have, I have La Interdit, but it's just the EDT. It's gorgeous.
not into the original. See, here's the thing. I don't like tuberose. For some reason, I love L'Interdit Rouge. Love it. Talk about a compliment getter. Whenever I wear L'Interdit Rouge, dudes are like all over it. They're like, oh my God, like this smells so good. Speaking of dudes, okay, I had a weird experience today because I had to bring stuff to my cousin's party. I was in the freaking cracker aisle at
There's
Target.
like a cracker aisle.
The aisle for white people?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, that was an easy. I walked right into that one. Okay, so I was in the cracker aisle, as in the crackers that you eat. This dude comes up to me, maybe he's 20, 22, okay? Comes up to me in the cracker aisle and he's like, hey girl, how you doing? You're looking good. And it was like, oh my God. And he's like, what's your name? And I was like, I have to go. I have to go over. I just like ran away. I was like, I have to go over there. He's like, aren't you going to give me your number, girl? You looking good. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
and I
Wow.
literally just ran away. That's how mature I am about dealing with these situations. I just
That never happens to me.
and it
really.
sucks because my son was with me, but he was like in another section. He was like, oh mom, I'm just gonna be over like in the section over here. I was like, God damn it. I guess you're gonna
He
have to,
should have
like-
been like, Mom, give him your number.
Yeah. Is this on the table now? Is the cracker aisle at Target on the table now for picking up?
I
checks?
need to go visit the cracker oil.
Cracker
I
oil?
know.
You know what
You might get
cracker oil
lucky.
is good for, though?
Oh, here we go
What is
again.
it good for? I already know what you're gonna say. I already know.
Especially
I'll
when you
go.
want it a little salty.
There we go. There we go. Clean. You hit my
so,
man.
So, hey,
Aisle.
so
I'm gonna visit the
today I watched this morning, I think it was this morning, if not it was yesterday, whatever. Real Men, Real Style. He did a big perfume one. That
his
was,
perfumes?
what's that?
Is he still selling those perfumes?
I think so. Yeah, I think he
hope
threw in
not.
one of
You
his.
remember him from
ads
Downstream?
in. Yeah. So I forget what the topic was, but it was a bunch of perfumes, and he was reading the notes or going through the notes on one of them, and it had a cacao note. And we know that you can have cacao or you can have cocoa, and they're spelt differently. He pronounced it cocoa.
Oh,
And I'm like, seriously? Real Men, Real Style with millions of subs? You're pronouncing that shit cocoa?
I guess you could pronounce it that way, but nobody does.
I've always thought it was cacao,
It's
but
cacao.
Yeah.
what do I know? I don't know.
I'm trying to understand why he would say that. Anyways, he's an interesting guy. That's all.
Well, these both sound good.
They're always about like how you can be your best self as a man. You know, it's the Real Men, Real Style in all these things. I think one of the best ways is to not pronounce it cacao, but to pronounce it how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Cacao.
Yeah.
How many subscribers does he have? Do we know?
Isn't it like 2 million or something?
Yeah, two.
Are you-
Got
2
millions.
million.
He's huge. He's huge.
Oh,
And he gets the views too.
my-
And let me tell you what. Let me tell you what, man. His fragrance content, I don't care for because when I watch, I'm like, I watched one, and I was like, you're definitely just doing it for the views. So I'm this doesn't interest me. From time to time, I'll watch something. He is really good. He really
Yes.
is. Like his style advice and things like that for the you know the most part. I don't watch him religiously, but he's good. He gives some out of the
You know what I
out of the
like that
fashion tubers.
Yeah.
He's
What I
pretty good.
really like that he does is
Yeah.
when he does the historical things. So like I like learning about things. So he'll do like history of a certain type of jacket or a tie, or like he'll go through the whole history, and that shit is always fascinating to me. You know.
Like when he
I
was
like-
talking about the bomber jacket,
Yeah.
and then he went into the history.
exactly.
He'll review
And
like
he's
a
done
leather
breakdown
bomber
on
jacket.
military uniforms
Yeah.
over time as well, stuff
Yep.
like that. It's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very knowledgeable for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't. He used to get pushed onto my homepage, but I never see him. And Bowtie used to get pushed to my homepage.
Oh, yeah. You know, I haven't.
Disappeared.
I don't think I subscribed to him, but I feel like I
I
haven't seen.
I unsubbed to Bowtie. Like
Yeah, I did too.
years ago.
But
I
after
stay
a while, he
subscribed
started boring
to. I subscribe to Real Men, Real Style. I don't watch most of them. I just click on the ones that look like a topic that I'm interested
Yeah,
in.
Bowtie's a good dude. I watch.
He
I
seems
watch-
very nice.
He is. He's a great guy.
My
he do
favorite thing.
Does he do fragrance too, or just fashion?
Bowtie.
No, Bowtie's fragrance guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bowtie the fragrance guy.
Bowtie fragrance guy. Yeah.
My favorite thing about Bowtie is when his wife is on and they get down on oud wood, and they're like, "Oud wood, it's so good." Is that what they say? Something like that.
Is
Oh,
oud good?
these people
Oud wood is
are-
oud good.
Is oud good? Yeah, oud wood is oud good.
And he calls Portrait of a Lady Portrait of a Man.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Oh, interesting. DDLD, did you end up eating at a good place today?
We ended up at Gypsy Saloon because by the time we went through everything, and then it was like 15 minutes till it opened.
Yeah, you might as well.
I sent Amanda a very rude message.
I know. I was laughing so hard, and I told my family, but they didn't disagree.
I'll
He's
be
like,
right back.
Was it you? He's like,
Okay.
was it you that was talking about Maniac, or was it some other loudmouth broad?
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have it here?
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
This is because I'm a low quality person.
But from you, it's okay because
Oh.
Delco people are just like that with
There
each
you
other. So
Hey yo, were you mentioning something about a restaurant in Manayunk? I might be confusing you with some other loudmouth never shut abroad, but we're up in Conshohocken, and I was trying to remember if it was you or not, because we're trying to find somewhere to eat. We came up to the Gypsy Saloon, but
And it's closed
it's
for a
closed
while.
till
Well, it's
4.
closed till
and
4.
I was very excited for the Ali cameo in the message, but
Yeah.
is that gonna? I know that Anuj said he wanted to do Maniac.
Oh, really?
And that's like 10 minutes for me. So if you do that, that would be amazing.
Yeah, no, I did. I haven't been there in so long. And so I was just like, oh, that might be different. The other place I want to, have you ever been to the Hook and Ladder at Conshohocken on the rooftop of the Westin? I think it is.
No, I haven't been there, but I love Conshohocken. And that's also not far from me. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that place is amazing. So I want to hit that joint too. But pricey, I think, from what I understand. Nobody gives a shit about what we're talking about right now. Like this.
Reaper's in the chat. Reaper has entered the chat.
Oh shit!
Oh
Reaper?
no!
Oh really? Where? Hold on, I don't see anything.
I do not
Amanda,
see
is
Reaper
your
either.
chat stopping? Is your chat froze up?
Hold on.
Because-
Yeah, the last one is Muse 31 that I'm seeing
Oh.
on one.
I got a
See?
Marcus Mandel, but I see no Reaper.
Yeah, I don't.
Weird.
I
Let
think
me-
the chat's just completely fucked up tonight.
Yeah, the chat. So in my stream, I am not posting any chat comments because mine froze up a while ago. I can't get to it on my laptop. It's working, but I can't access them on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But what else did I miss? Any other like exciting things?
Not really. We talked about Dave's favorite subject, which you already heard about. That you were glad the children didn't hear. I don't know what else. Maybe before I got here. I don't know. I showed up kind of late.
I saw. Was there some Boz drama earlier on? I saw.
Yes,
something.
there was.
I saw a little bit of that.
Who? Boz was being attacked again.
There
Yeah.
was some sort of wrenches being.
Yes, Boz got booted. He said for no good reason. He said he was done with this shit. And all that was going
I
on.
thought there was something about wrenches in there.
I don't know.
I saw that. Yeah,
Oh, that's no good.
Right around the time I came in, I believe they blamed me. I think Dwayne was blaming me for booting Boz, but I would never boot Boz. That would be just ridiculous.
My scent of the day, though, that smells so. The more I wear this, I have to say, at first I was like, "Oh, it's okay," and then it like grew on me, and then I kept smelling myself, and I was like, "I need to have that." Now I have it, and I'm so glad because I wore this today, and everyone was like, "You smell so good. What are you wearing?" The new Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia, superior flanker out of all of them. It's absolutely.
Oh,
outstanding.
that's from the fancy Gucci's, right? The
Yeah,
botanical.
these ones are getting a little out of effing control.
they're
though, price
not
wise.
the-
Those are expensive.
Not the ones in the designer store, though, right?
No,
Amanda?
not the ones in the designer
Yeah.
store, but these are more than like the basic Gucci's, like they. But
No, they're still really. I mean, they're
this
expensive.
was $100. This is 1 ounce for freaking $100.
Oh my god, that's
1
crazy.
ounce. Gucci.
Third
You
one.
like
What are
you like the magnolia? Do you get a prominent magnolia note? Because magnolia. Can be-
I mean, a little bit. So this is just magnolia essence, dewberry accord, and patchouli essence, but it's like this beautiful. I don't know. It's fresh in a way.
Mhm.
Like I get a little bit of the magnolia freshness, but you're left with this really nice patchouli, but it's a very clean patchouli underneath.
Okay.
And it reminds me a lot. So it's very ironic because I don't usually like floral fragrances, but my signature fragrance for 2 or 3 years, like 2009 to 2012-ish or something like that, was original Gucci Flora. Like that original, original Gucci Flora.
Yeah.
Because even though it's a floral perfume, it has this great like musky
Yes.
undertone to it that's just nothing else like it, right? And
Yeah.
this reminds me a lot of that, but
You have
it's
to
so
have
good.
something- You have to have something to anchor the floral, so it's not so like just obnoxious.
Yeah, I don't like flavor, but I'm telling you, spray this and give it a chance because when I first sprayed it, I was like, oh, it's nice, like nothing to write home about. And the more it like mingles, like give it a full day. Very,
Okay.
very good.
I'll spritz it so I can smell
And
it.
the bottle is so pretty.
It is pretty. Those bottles are pretty. They did a good job on those.
Beautiful. I have a gorgeous gardenia as well, which I do like a lot, but I'm telling you, I
Yeah,
like
they
this
did a
one.
good job with that. that whole marketing thing.
Do you have this one? This is look, it has dust on it. This is from like 2005, the original Gucci by Gucci. That's so freaking good.
Is it good?
Yes. It's dusty, but it's good. Gucci by Gucci, and it has a little hardware on there. Look at how cute that is.
You don't polish your bottles every week? The
He
little
polishes his bottle.
Yo,
No, I do need to, because you know what? When I moved, I just took these out at my old house. My perfumes were all in just like a linen closet. Instead of using my closet for linens, like you're supposed to in a linen closet, it's just full of perfumes. But I didn't go it because it has the door and everything, and it was a whole thing. But I should dust it off. But Gucci by Gucci. Dave, do you know about this one? I feel like you would know about the original Gucci by Gucci.
Amanda, since you
the
can't
original
see the chat
Gucci.
either, Reaper says Chuck E. Cheese would 100% hire you all to talk about their new fragrance. This is what Reaper says. Why Chuck E. Cheese?
sounds like a Reaper comment.
I'm not sure I understand the
Reaper
humor.
comment.
It's like
I used to go to
I
Chuck E.
don't know
Cheese
what
back in the
company.
day,
I used to go to Showbiz Pizza. It was before Chuck E. Cheese.
you
and there
remember
was Celebration Station. Do you remember that one?
I
DDLD
do.
Celebration
I
Station.
do remember Celebration.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm sure you saw it, DDLD. When I went and saw Strays, I saw,
Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah, that the animatronics that
Yeah.
the kids.
yo,
Well, did you ever play the VR game of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, my
Oh,
son
no,
was
I didn't know it was a
obsessed with
thing,
Five
no.
Nights at Freddy's, like
Mhm.
obsessed when he was little.
That game
Mhm.
was giving me a fucking heart attack. I'm too, even though we all talk about me being old, I think I am too old to be fucking around with that. That and Resident Evil VR.
Oh,
I thought I was going to have a cardiac event. That's all.
I get it. Guys, I have to tell you something.
What are you going to say?
What?
Is it about eating ass again?
No, I mean, we could go there. But no. This stuff, the
I
new
ordered mine,
Lamar-
Dave.
guys, this fucking thing.
So
It's
you're
so
saying
good.
that's not hype, is it? Because that's like, I
It's
saw
so
that
good.
Time as infrared parfum.
so
Everybody was
Good.
And what's it? Is it called Parfum? What is it?
It's their elixir.
Yeah.
But this is actually so where people get it wrong is they think that this is a flanker to the original. It is not. This is definitely a flanker to the Le Parfum.
Yes.
So it's
It's
spicy
also good.
dark vanilla and it's fucking amazing.
All right, I'm gonna
It's really good, and that has tobacco in it too, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, but so the tobacco shows its face and then it leaves. It doesn't last. And the honey in this, the honey comes off powdery because honey can do that in fragrances. It could come off powder like, and that's what it's doing here. It kind of works with the tonka and vanilla thing, but I never thought that I would like this, considering that all designer fragrances are so freaking sweet nowadays. But this is fantastic. And you know what's the best part about it? There's no traces of amberwoods at all.
Oh yeah, no, there's not. It's so good. And DDLD, I finally smelled the Phantom, the black one, the new one, the Phantom. Is it Parfum or whatever?
That
I like
stuff
that. I like it a
sucks.
lot better than the first.
I
one.
couldn't stand it.
It's better than the first one.
It's it's better
yeah.
than the first one. I thought
Yes,
it smelled
I
actually
agree.
pretty good.
That's that's the thing about a lot of these. Like it's better than the first one. It was bought for me as a gift, and it's better than the first one, but it's not enough of a departure from the first one that I would.
No, it's not good.
Right.
It's not good. And YSL myself is definitely the worst designer release of 2023 so far. It's
That
not
one
good.
was very underwhelming.
It's not good. I feel like for YSL, it was like, guys, did you really need another freshie? The whole fucking Y line is fresh. Like, did you need another freshie? Especially with that packaging. It's classy, it's sleek. Even the bottle looks great. That all black bottle with the polished logo, that looks great. And when you spray it, you're like, what the fuck is this? I remember spraying it. My initial reaction was, it smells like one of those orange lollipops that you get like at the bank when you were a kid and you went with your mom. You're like, Mom, I'll be good if you give me a lollipop. And then the banker to the bank teller be like, "Oh, which one do you want?"
The one with the strings, where it's the strings in the sucker.
Oh my God, remember those? Holy shit, that's a throwback. I was talking about the Dum Dums, but oh my God, man. Those were great.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, they were on the rope.
It's a string.
Yeah.
It's looped.
Yeah.
And the ends go into the sucker, so you're holding
Yeah.
looped string.
Yeah, that is a throwback. That's like core memory activation right there.
But check this out. So YSL myself goes from that. It goes from orange lollipop to soapy shower gel. Like, we needed a more modern version of Sauvage because that's basically what it is. It's like Sauvage meets Bleu meets the Y line. It was like, you guys didn't really need another. And honestly, if that came out prior to the Y line, it would have been something to compete with Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel. But now, and it's funny too, because you see these folks hyping it up, right? And it's not. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna call it a haul with the 3 designer fragrances that I picked up. But I tried Royal, Paco Rabanne Royal, and Myself. Myself is forgettable. Everybody and their brother could skip that unless you're like 20. Paco Rabanne Royal is probably the best flanker that they've done in a long time. But for me, it was a pass because I'll never wear it. It's just good. Like, I was like, oh, this is nice. This is better than the previous 2 flankers that they've done. But it's not something that I would really wear consistently.
Which one is Royal Flanker 2?
It's part of the 1 million line. So it's in the gold bar bottle, but it has the red emblem this time.
Yeah, I haven't been out, with all of what's going on. I haven't been out to check it.
Yeah, no, it makes
I want to kind of get out there and
this is good too. Aqua de Jo Parfum is really nice. I like this a lot. But I was a big fan of Profumo, and the funny thing is people were like, "Oh, if you own Profumo and you still have a decent amount, you don't need this because it's redundant to own both." It's not.
Okay.
There's definitely the DNA's here, but there's much more rosemary here, and it's a lot more fresh than Profumo while still being sort of that dark aquatic that Profumo was. There's just no incense in here. That's all.
Have any of you smelled Blackmail by Kerosene? Because I was reading about it and it sounds totally up my alley.
Kerosene. So Kerosene is
Blackmail, and it sounds really good.
It's a Houseworth sampling. You have to be some of their scents, I find, could be a little tricky. Like even Follow was a little tricky for me at first.
I love
because
it,
I wasn't. Oh, I love it now. But at first, it was hard for me to appreciate because when I think of coffee, and I went into that blind. When I think of coffee, I think of beans. Beans, fresh brewed or ground. That's how, or espresso or something like that. When I smelled that, everything else going on, light traces of smoke, the amber, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
It's good. Followed is good too, but to me, it also just kind of smells like pancake syrup. So.
Oh my God, Followed is.
Oh, Margie was wearing maple syrup earlier.
Yeah.
From something.
Well, Followed on me smells a lot like just maple syrup, but it's good. It's good. And then I have that winter 1999 or whatever sample, but this Blackmail one sounds really good. So I don't know. I might have to get a sample of that.
They're discontinuing a bunch too.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I feel like it's an interesting house, and we know that the longevity at the very least is good, and the prices aren't terrible. So
no, the prices are great for, especially for how much you're getting.
Yeah, aren't they like three ounces or something for like $150? Like they're not bad at all. And then
they're
if you get them on Lucky Scent, and you always can get like at least 10% off on there. So yeah.
Well, I'm punching out because I've had a long day.
Oh, well, it's good to
I've
see you.
had it with Dave.
I might use this as a cue and punch the stream out. I'm just over 3.5 hours. I'm at 3:40. And most of my streams have ended at 3.5 hours, so this is a good timing. So,
all right.
But when we end the stream, we guarantee we won't like keep you all night backstage, Joe. You want to go, so you can go. So, let's say good night, everybody. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Who's in the chat and you guys here? You
Hey,
panelists,
thanks
thank you for being here.
Thank you, chat, for hanging out through all of my shenanigans.
There was a lot of shenanigans, Dave.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch because I missed it. So
Dwayne wants us all to go get some ass now before we
Makes sense.
There you go.
So, all right. Good night, everybody.
All right. See
good
ya.
night.